Yo, what's good, Joe? Welcome back to DFJ Hoops. As always, I'm your host, Andre. Man, we got a good show today, man. We're going to talk about something that happened on a different platform. I was on a platform and we got into a little bit. It got heated on the panel, but we're going to be reacting to it. And then I got the second segment is Jayson Tatum a superstar? We're gonna be talking about that. As y'all come in, please make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Shout out to my guy Thomas Talented. He's who. Hey Thomas, like I said, I got you tomorrow. I want you to pull up, right? I want you to pull up and all this Steph Curry, Magic Johnson shit. We gonna settle it tomorrow, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Yeah, shout out to Tuna Sports. He says, "Cook, yes sir. You know what I'm gonna do, bro." Shout out to my guy Humble Man 420, bro. I ain't seen you in a minute, but appreciate you for stopping by. He says, "DFJ wanted to stop by and say what's up, bro. Yeah, what's good, bro? Yeah, get that money, bro. Get that money, bro. Get that money, Humble." Shout out to Tisha Got Game. Appreciate you for stopping by. He says, "I'm a diehard Sixers fan and college certified Celtics hater." Wow. I have to admit that Tatum is no effing superstar. I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, me personally, according to my criteria, he's not a superstar, and I'm gonna be breaking that down very soon. Humble Man says I've been grinding to, they say music very influential. It's the same way they say you're a product, your environment. I read that completely wrong, but yeah, I get what you mean, bro. I mean, you say I've been grinding too. They say music very influential. It's the same way they say you're a product, your environment. Yeah, bro. Yeah, just get that money, bro. Get that money. That's all bro. I don't talk narratives, bro. I don't talk narratives. I talk about the game. I don't talk about this person was ducking this player and that player. No, no, I don't do that. Not over here, bro. Yeah. But all right, let me just get into it, man. So I was on Big Fan Breezy. I was on his stream, right? I mean, he's a Brooklyn Nets fan. Shout out to Breezy. Sometimes I stop over there, hop on the panel, even though they talk Brooklyn Nets basketball. I mean, I still, go talk basketball over there. So, we were on the panel, and I don't know how it started, but somehow, some way, Jayson Tatum came up, right? And Jayson Tatum came up, and somebody asked, "Is he a superstar?" And I said no. And everybody disagreed with me on the panel, right? So people disagree with me, and it got super heated on Big Fan Breezy's. It got super heated. He was going. He was not even on the panel. But I'm gonna play a snippet of what happened and who got ethered on that panel. That was Joey BK. And Joey BK, I respect you, but bro, you had to get cooked because your your criteria was not it was inconsistencies in your criteria, so you had to get cooked. But yeah, let me play the video real quick. Let me share my screen, right? All right, so here we go. So I'm gonna play the video real quick. Hold on. Dr. DFJ. Yeah, I appreciate it, Thomas. All right, now I'm gonna play this video real quick, and I'm gonna be pausing and playing as it unfolds. So, hold on. All right, here we go. It's not bro. He hasn't even made a jump shot.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that, bro. I'm gonna give you one. Hold on a second. I think you're missing the point that one, he played power forward. I'm still not gonna say the man not a superstar. He played power forward, and not only that.
Whether he played power forward or not, that don't really matter. That's not the point. He's been playing power forward the entire regular season. That's not the point. And that was not the first time he was playing power forward. He played power forward the year before. So I don't know what he was saying right there.
They keyed in on him. They like the reason.
What superstar does not get keyed in on? Every superstar, every superstar, when you get to the finals, the other team is going to they're gonna come up with a defensive scheme to kind of limit you in the finals. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? That they keyed in on him. I mean, so they keyed in on Jokic in 2023, and he was still great. He still played at a superstar level. They keyed in on Steph Curry in 2022. He still played at an extremely high level. What are you talking about? But all right, let me just play this video, man.
The reason why he was missing around the hoop was because they played really physical with him, and
that's all I'm saying.
He still led the team in scoring and rebounding. He just didn't have like that consummate game. Like he didn't have that.
I mean, he said he led the team in scoring. I mean, okay, if you take more shots, you're gonna score. You're gonna score some points. That's not the point, though. But let me just keep going.
Outbursts, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he still was as advertised.
Here's what I'm saying, though, Pod. I get it. He didn't have a great series, but to say the man is not a superstar because of that, I think that's kind of cruel.
Superstar caliber players are supposed to play in the finals at a superstar level. That's what we expect of him. That's what I expect of him, because I consider him a top 5 player in the NBA. So that's my standards. Now, maybe I have high standards for him, but it is what it is.
So Joey,
Joey, that means. Now, listen to this question that I'm about to ask him right here. Thomas says, I can't read English. I saw what you said over here, bro, but it is what it is, bro. Yeah, as y'all come in, smash the like button. Means every first option that gets his team to the finals.
I want to hear your definition after they finish.
All right.
You said what?
Every first option. Yeah, every first option that gets his team to the finals is a superstar now. Now, look at the question that I asked him. Is every first option that gets his team to the NBA finals, are they superstars? Now, listen to the answer he gave me.
Most of them are, yeah.
But huh?
You gotta perform. You gotta perform. No. Let me reverse the question on you. What? Yeah, go ahead. No. What player? Hold on. Let me ask you this. Let me rebuttal that. What player in the league that's not a superstar took his team to the fucking finals as a number 1 option? Answer me that.
So y'all heard the question that he asked, right? What player? What first option took his team to the NBA finals and wasn't a superstar? Now, when he asked this question, I don't know, for whatever reason, when I get on panels and they be asking me questions, I be thinking of old school NBA. So I first said Chauncey Billups, right? Because, I mean, they won the championship in 2004, right? And then he said that's too old. And then, I mean, let me just play the video, man. Let me just play Chauncey Billups, 2004.
Yeah, that was a good one. Chauncey Billups was a good one.
I gave you one.
Listen, he got that. Yo, this man went back. Hold on, let me rebuttal that.
Ben Wallace.
You had to go back 20 years, right?
Yeah, let him.
And I'm gonna give you that one.
But yeah, I still gave you one.
Hold on. The Pistons was the overall. Can we not agree that the Pistons was the overall thoroughly oil machine as a team? Hey, so I can't even really say Chauncey Billups was the number. No, he wasn't really the number 1.
Yeah, now let me clear this up. Now, the first option on the Pistons team that year was it was Rip Hamilton, right? He was the first option on that team. He was leading them in scoring. I think in all of those rounds, he led the team in scoring. He was averaging like 21 to 22 points per game. So, but I mean, when he said that, I just went to the best player, and I even forgot about Rip Hamilton. But I mean, even if I say Rip, that still makes my point, though. Rip Hamilton is not a superstar. There's no way that anybody in the 2000s can sit up here with a straight face and tell me that Rip Hamilton was a superstar in the 2000s. You got to be trolling if you say that. But let me keep going.
An option. He just played great at the 1 to lead team, but he wasn't the number 1 option. Was he even leading the Pistons in scoring?
Yeah, some series he did, some series Rip Hamilton did. So right, and I even said it on the live that in some series he did, but Rip Hamilton was for the most part the first option on that team. But let me keep going.
So that one is a stretch.
All right, what about Dwight Howard, 2009?
Now the Dwight Howard one, I mean, he was not the first option on the team. Thomas says Chauncey Billups was the brain cells, and Chauncey plays both ends. I mean, yeah, but Chauncey's not a superstar though. That was the point I was trying to make.
Dwight Howard's a superstar.
What about Jimmy?
Now that Orlando Magic team, now even TuneIn Sports and Humble, they can correct me, but I think Rashad Lewis was the first option on that team, and that still makes my point because Rashad Lewis is not a superstar. At no point did anybody call Rashad Lewis a superstar in the NBA. But let me keep going.
What about Jimmy Butler, man?
Yeah.
Yo, bro. So you telling me, right? So so a lot of people like to try to shit on Dwight Howard, right? First of all, I get it. He's a cornball, but he should have been top 75, right? And
yeah, Dwight should have been top 75. We agree.
2009,
yeah, that's something we agree on.
Trying to be funny, like old boy said, Dwight Howard was a superstar in the league then.
Right. So I gave him the first two names, right? I don't know why I went all the way back, but yeah, now I'm gonna ask him, I'm gonna give him a player. Now, this is where the ether here's where he got ethered, right? I'm gonna name this player for him.
I agree. All right, what about Devin Booker?
Did y'all hear it? I asked him, what about Devin Booker? Right? What about Devin Booker?
Ooh.
Is he a superstar?
Devin Booker's not a...
But he
got cooked. He got cooked. I asked him about Devin Booker, and now Devin Booker is... Come on, man. Your logic is not being consistent. Let me replay this one more time.
Ooh.
Like old boy said, Dwight Howard was a superstar in the league.
I agree. All right, what about Devin Booker?
Ooh.
Is he a superstar?
Devin Booker's not a...
But he got to the finals, though. All right, what about Devin Booker?
Ooh.
Is he a superstar?
Devin Booker's not a...
But he got to the finals, though.
He's a...
I don't know,
It's
man.
getting tricky now. It's getting tricky now.
Listen. But see, I don't define superstar.
There you go. Devin Booker is not no superstar. There's no way anybody can sit up here and tell me that Devin Booker is a superstar, right? Just because he was the first option and then he was on a team that went to the NBA Finals, there's no way anybody can tell me that Devin Booker is a superstar. Because even before that season, he had never made the playoffs prior. He was in the league for 5 years, didn't make the playoffs. And then the summer, I mean, not the summer, but the offseason in 2020, they traded for Chris Paul. They signed a few players. I think they signed Jay Crowder and a few other players. And yeah, they got to the finals. But nobody's going to sit up here and tell me that Devin Booker is a superstar because he's not. He's not a superstar. Humble Man says, DFJ, before I go, dudes on the internet are saying Drew Holiday over Vince Carter. I mean, recency bias, so you know how that go. Tatum's defense was superstar. Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. That Magic team was stacked. Yeah, it was stacked, but the point I was trying to make was the first option on the Orlando Magic was not a superstar. That was the point I was trying to make. Tatum's defense was superstar level, locking up a pick and roll that only Kawhi Leonard was gonna do. All right, Thomas. Andre, these guys are not popular names to be. Andre, these guys are not popular names to be showing ether on. Don't do this useless. It's a credible name. Nah, but they still got ether though, because they were trying to. Nah, Thomas, you don't understand. They were trying to ether me and saying that I don't know what I was talking about. But then he asked a question. I asked him a question, and then he answered, and then he reversed the question. And then when I gave him names, now Devin Booker is not a superstar. So which one is it? I asked him, is every first option that gets to the finals, are they superstars? And he said, yeah, for the most part they are. And then he reversed the question and said, what first option got his team to the finals and was it a superstar? I gave him Chauncey Billups. I gave him Dwight Howard. And then the last one, I gave him Devin Booker. And now Devin Booker is not. So, the logic is just, I tore apart that logic right there because it's not making any sense whatsoever. The logic is not being consistent, right? If Jayson Tatum is a superstar because he got his team to the finals, then by that, because he's the first option on the team, and then he got his team to the finals, by that definition, Devin Booker should be a superstar. And nobody's going to tell me that Devin Booker is a superstar because he's not. That happens daily. Wait, what happens daily? But don't make your video. Thomas, first of all, you don't eat their shit. That's number one. And number two, it's just I just have to expose these guys, man. I got to expose them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's fun. Nah, Booker ain't no superstar. Exactly. Devin Booker ain't no superstar. That's why I asked him Devin Booker, and now his logic is now in shambles. He's trying to pick and choose who's considered a superstar. Now let's get to the second segment, right? And nah, you ain't no Ether King, bro. No, you're not. I said I got you tomorrow, bro. I got you tomorrow. I'm gonna do a Steph Curry, Magic Johnson topic, and I'm gonna debunk all your lies. I mean, I ethered you on Instagram, and you still didn't reply to my comment on Instagram, right? You talked all that shit, and then I asked you question. I mean, I made some statements on there, and there's no rebuttal to those statements that I made on Instagram. So that's why I know you haven't replied, because there's no rebuttal to it. But let's keep going. Now, the second topic, or the second segment, why Jayson Tatum isn't a superstar, right? Why Jayson Tatum isn't a superstar. Thomas, I did reply. What are you talking about? Then you probably didn't see it, because I did reply. I did reply. Here's my reply. This is what I said. You know what? Let me delete it, because that's what I'm going to eat there. I'm going to leave it for tomorrow, bro. I'm going to leave it for tomorrow. But yeah. Yeah, Tuna Sports said, I need to hear that Curry and Johnson segment. Yeah. You pull up tomorrow, bro. Pull up tomorrow. Same time. But I mean, I still have, I'm not even going to talk about this, but yeah. But speaking of Jayson Tatum, right? Speaking of Jayson Tatum, I believe he's not a superstar, right? I believe he's not a superstar. Thomas says stats don't mean shit. I mean, it tells half the story. It doesn't tell the whole story, but stats do matter. The stats definitely matter. If they don't matter, then why are the NBA keeping track of it, right? So it does matter. And without stats, then Magic Johnson ain't shit either, because he led the NBA in assists a few years, averaging 13, 14, 15 assists. So do those stats don't matter? I don't know, bro, but he says all you can do is post stats. That's not the whole story. Yeah, that's not the whole story, but we're going to dive deeper. Pause if necessary. But yeah, I'm going to dive deeper. But let me talk about Jayson Tatum. So Jayson Tatum. Now, I saw a video that BJ just did, right? On Jayson Tatum on, being a superstar. Now, I planned to do this live yesterday, right? And then I think about 2-3 hours ago, I saw his live, and he made some solid points, but I disagree with him, right? I disagree with BJ. BJ said Jayson Tatum is a superstar. And I mean, there are certain things that BJ said that, I mean, being on the cover of NBA 2K, that don't really mean anything, because we saw Paul George make the cover of NBA 2K, and we can all agree at no point in Paul George's career was he a superstar, right? So I don't think making the cover of NBA 2K makes you a superstar in terms of basketball. But I mean, off the court stuff, yeah, you could be known for, off the court stuff, right? But in terms of, basketball game and, what you do on the basketball court, what you produce, your production on the court, your impact, that's what, in terms of, being a superstar, we're talking about the basketball aspects of it, right? We don't really include off the court stuff, right? Thomas says overrated. Magic won titles playing two different positions. Nothing. Thomas, I don't know why you do this, bro. He played center one game in game 6. Game 1 through game 5, they had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who was averaging 33 points and 13 rebounds. If you take Kareem's production off the table, they do not beat the 76ers in that finals, bro. So stop. Just stop. If you take Kareem's production off the table, a rookie Magic Johnson is not beating Dr. J in his prime. So stop. Magic has 5 titles, has nothing to do with stats. Okay. Tudor Sports says Biz Simmons was on the cover. Yeah, but I mean, BJ did make some, he made some valid points as well. I mean, he said Jayson Tatum has been first team All-NBA 3 straight years in a row, which is true, right? But me personally, what do I consider a superstar? Now, if you're a superstar, I think in order for me, right, in order for me to classify you as a superstar, I think number one, you got to be a top, arguably a top 5 player in the NBA, right? We got to see your production. We got to see your impact on the floor, right? And then here's the biggest part. When you get to the NBA Finals, right? When you get to the NBA Finals, you got to perform at a superstar level. When you get to the NBA Finals, which is the biggest stage in basketball, I mean, NBA basketball, right? The finals. When you get to the finals, you got to perform at a superstar level. Magic won a game. He won the game without Kareem. Yeah, he did win the game without Kareem. Okay, cool. No problem. So why he didn't win in 1991 when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was retired? Why he get gentlemen swept by Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls in 1991? I'm not making any assumptions. It was just one game. Any motherfucker can win one game. Anybody can win one game. That's like me saying that, that the Spurs in 2017, when Kawhi Leonard missed that last game, that's like me saying that LaMarcus Aldridge won a playoff series, right? That's like me saying LaMarcus Aldridge won a playoff series without Kawhi Leonard. That makes no sense. Kawhi Leonard got hurt just one game. He missed the last game. But for the most part, if Kawhi Leonard is on the floor, for the most part, Kawhi Leonard was the reason why they won that series. Not no fucking LaMarcus Aldridge. Don't get me wrong, he was a second, third option on that team. But Kawhi's impact had everything to do with them getting past the Houston Rockets in 2017. And Just One Bay Podcast, I got you, bro. I'm gonna drop the link. Now, when you come in, I want you to rebuttal me with facts. I don't want no emotions, right? I don't want no emotions. I want you to rebuttal with facts. Yeah, salute. Appreciate you for stopping by, Casual. Appreciate you. It don't matter. He still won the ring. All right. Yeah, all right. I mean, this is just a piece of what I got coming. This is just a piece. But yeah, so I think a superstar, you got to be considered a top 5 player in the NBA, right? And then when you get to the finals, the biggest stage of them all, when you get to the finals, you got to perform at a superstar level. That's what I consider a superstar. And when Jayson Tatum got to the finals, right? When he got to the finals, we can all agree he did not play at a superstar level. No, he did not. He didn't play at a superstar level. And as a result, I don't consider him a superstar because I believe if you're a superstar, when you get to the finals, you got to perform. And with him not performing, I cannot consider him a superstar. When Nikola Jokic got to the finals in 2023, he played at a superstar level. So guess what? He's a superstar. Giannis Antetokounmpo in 2021. He was down 2 games. But guess what? He said Curry had a Thomas. Curry had a series. I'm talking about the NBA Finals. Curry has performed at a superstar level in the finals. Jayson Tatum has not. I'm keeping the same energy. In 2022, Jayson Tatum did not play at a superstar level. In 2024, Jayson Tatum did not play at a superstar level. That's keeping the same energy. God. But let me drop this link. T Sweet, I want to hear what you got to say. And I know I know you're gonna come up here and Jayson Tatum's a champion. He's made the All NBA team. Okay, when he got to the finals, what did he do? Right. So I just dropped the link. If you want to come in, you can come in. But make sure you have done your research because if you've not, you're gonna get on this grill. So yeah. But T Sweezy, I'm waiting for you, bro. But yeah, when Jayson Tatum got to the finals, he did not play at a superstar level. So because of that, I can't call him a superstar, right? It'd be a disrespect to Larry Bird. It'd be a disrespect to my fault, y'all. Yeah, Thomas, you can pull up. I know you're gonna come with that weak ass talking points, and I'm gonna rebuttal one by one. Now, let's not talk about the Steph Curry Magic Johnson thing. We're gonna do that tomorrow. But yeah, click on that link and tell me why Jayson Tatum is a superstar. And let's talk about the finals. Let's talk about the finals. The finals performance, right? Let's talk about what he did in the finals. And I see T Sweezy says, "What about Game 6?" I mean, Game 6. I mean, you can have one good game, but were you consistent in the series? That's what we care about. Were you consistent in the series? And he was not. So because of that, I cannot call him a superstar because he didn't play at a superstar level in the finals. Oh, I see Thomas. What's good, Thomas?
It was good, cuz. We had 1K. We over 1K.
Yes, sir.
We over 1K, damn it. I don't know why you didn't you should have done well, maybe I talked to you after this privately, but you should have done a thank you show every 1K. Well, when you start out every 5, you do it at 500 and then do it at 1K, but yeah, I mean, you save that for later. I don't want, that's a different conversation.
Right.
But nah, I was the Chauncey Billups shit. I was actually defending what you were saying. Chauncey was the ticket for that team, right? Rip was good and all, but there be games where Rip would get bitched up.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't bitch Chauncey up like Devin Booker. He'll get bitched up sometimes. You can't bitch Kawhi up. You can't bitch some people. You can't bitch up, right? Chauncey was why they won the championship, not because of Rip. And this is
right.
It's a whole. I'm not gonna come up here about Magic stuff. That's a different day. But it's kind of like what I'm telling you. When you speak basketball, you got to start learning to weigh both ends, right? Okay. For instance, without Tatum, I don't even know what T Sweezy gonna do, but I'm gonna defend Tatum a little bit, right? Because again, you got to weigh both options. Curry gives you 25 points or 30 points or 33 or 27, whatever he gives you, right? That's on one end of the court. What Jayson Tatum did in the finals defensively locking up that pick and roll is just as equal as Curry giving 30. Now, if you go on Sports Center, today's era, nobody credits defense anymore.
Thank you, Tommy.
So defensively wise, the Celtics are getting swept out that series if Tatum was not able to do what only, and keep this in mind, Kawhi is the only motherfucker besides Draymond Green to send Luka home in the playoffs, right?
Man, Thomas, stop it. Luka was in year 2.
Kawhi, Thomas?
Yeah, Luka was in year 2 and year 3, but we're not talking about Kawhi right now. It's Jayson Tatum. So I just want you to stay on the Tatum point.
No, that's what I'm doing. But what I'm saying is, you got to keep up with the conversation. What I'm saying is, what Tatum did defensively for that series saved Boston from getting annihilated. Because if Tatum can't do that, he can still go score 30 on the other end and still lose that series. What he did defensively is just as fucking equal as what Curry did offensively. And Curry has had two.
That's not true.
Curry has had.
True.
That is true. Curry, you just love offense more than defense, so it's not true to you. But what the peers, if you ask any of the peers why the Celtics won the championship, it's gonna be because Tatum was able to nullify the pick and roll. Right? That's why they won the championship. That's why they won the championship.
His ability to stop the best player.
Now, let's go to what I was saying about Curry. When Curry played the Cavaliers, he got outplayed by a mile by Kyrie Irving. But SportsCenter is not going to show that because we all know it's a fucking narrative. You got to remember, ESPN and Fox Sports, these is a business at the end of the day. Just like they didn't want Kawhi on the fucking Olympic team. Halliburton was hurt the whole Olympics, but he stayed on the team. Kevin Durant missed the whole fucking practice all the way to game 1, but stayed on the team. Kawhi was practicing day 1, got kicked off of the team. They knew Kawhi is going to be the best player on the court. They didn't want that shit to happen. Right, that's what I'm saying. But they said the Clippers came out and called Grant Hill the fuck out, and Grant has not replied since then.
Wait,
right?
Thomas, let me go to.
Hold on, let me finish. It's a lot to a story, right? It's a lot to a story. Curry was not a superstar in every finals. No, he wasn't. Now Tatum was a superstar.
That's where you're missing right there. That's where you're missing right there.
Tatum wasn't. No, but Curry wasn't a superstar. He got outplayed by several people in the NBA Finals versus the Cavs.
Not seven people. Thomas.
Several people. Kyrie and LeBron outplayed him.
So
yes, they did.
So
two people outplayed.
So hold on, Thomas. You make excuses for Kawhi Leonard averaging 12 points in this year's playoffs because he was hurt. But you're not gonna keep the same energy for Steph Curry, who, when they played in the first round in 2016, he tore his MCL, and then he still had to rush back and come in time for his team. But you're not gonna make that excuse for Steph Curry. All you're gonna say is he got outplayed. But for Kawhi Leonard, you're gonna always want to put context, bro. You can't have it both ways, Thomas.
Kawhi couldn't fucking run up and down the court, bro. Steph Curry was running wide open around the court like a fucking energizer bunny.
He was still hurt.
No. He was running around the court wide open like an energizer bunny off the screens, trying to get loose.
He was hurt.
Kawhi couldn't run. There's two different levels of hurt.
So Kawhi couldn't run, but he could dunk the basketball.
Yeah, his fucking wingspan is 7 foot. All you gotta do is leap up a little bit, he can dunk the.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you can't sit there and say a man who can't run on the fucking court is equal to a guy who can run on the court. That's stupid as hell.
Let me go to T Sweezy real quick. What's good, T Sweezy?
Shit was good.
Yeah, Tatum ain't no superstar, bro.
Bro, you gotta be trolling.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So this team wasn't winning shit until they got Jayson Tatum. You know what I'm saying? Name me a player who went from the 4th option to the 1 option in the playoffs, going head to head with LeBron James, who's arguably the best player in the world. You feel me? He went from averaging 14 to 26 a game.
when we lost to the Cavaliers in 2018, it wasn't on Jayson Tatum. It was on the supporters cast. Guys like Marcus Morris, guys like Marcus Smart, guys like Terry Rozier, Aaron Baines. Who else wouldn't play? The Al Horford getting killed on the pick and roll, shit like that. You feel me? Did Tatum not play like a superstar in 22 finals? Yes, I agree with you, Andre. But in 24 finals, I totally disagree because it's not the same thing. Because he wasn't as impactful like he was this year. Like if his shots wasn't falling, like he found other ways to impact the game. He guarded the opponent best player. He stopped the pick and roll. His ability to roam and guard off ball, and on top of that, he lead the team in points, assists, and rebounds. You feel me? Tatum is getting guarded differently than Jaylen Brown. It's not like Tatum is getting guarded single coverage and all the other shit. Like the problem with Tatum is if his jump shot was falling in, bro, we'll be talking about a whole nother different thing, bro. But they keep trying to make Tatum into a player that, you know what I'm saying, that he not. You feel me? But we're not winning no championship without Tatum and Brown. You feel me? And I literally said that Brown and Porzingis is our X factor. I said if Brown and Porzingis don't play good, we're going to lose. Last year, Tatum led the team in every stat last year. Who fought was it that we lost? Al Horford, Jaylen Brown, and Joe Mazzulla. Because you know what I'm saying? Jaylen Brown, he been hurt. He was playing bad ever since we played y'all. He played bad against Philly. He played bad against who he played in the second round? Was it Atlanta? He played bad against Atlanta. He played bad against Miami. You feel me? And Al Horford, he went from being top 5 in 3-pointers made to shooting under 20%. You feel me? What I was gonna say, Derek White, his shots was what I was gonna say, when Brogdon got hurt, that really fucked us up. You feel me? So who he led to running the point guard duties? Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown, and that was a terrible idea that Joe Mazzulla had them did it. And on top of that, nigga, we had another point guard on the bench. He could have went to Peyton Pritchard. We needed shooting, scoring. He didn't want to do that. So instead, nigga, I remember when Derek White brought us back in the playoff game, and I think it was in Miami. This nigga took Derek White out, put Marcus Smart in the closing lineup. Then we end up losing that fucking game. You feel me? But Tatum, he did had a bad game, one against Miami, but other than that, bro, the dude been playing good, bro. Like, it wasn't his fault. You feel me? That we lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he did get hurt, all this other shit, but like, come on, bro. Everybody know if Tatum didn't get hurt, nigga, we would have won. Despite Jaylen Brown playing bad, despite Joe Mazzulla being one of the worst coaches in the NBA. Feel me? Despite Al Horford not playing good. You feel me? All we needed was 20 from Tatum. We would have beat the Heat.
I'm talking about this year's finals. I don't care about the previous years, and you talking about Jayson Tatum's rookie season. I don't hold that against him. Why? Because he was a rookie. We had no expectations for the Boston Celtics to go to the finals and win a championship because their two best players got hurt. Kyrie Irving got hurt. Gordon Hayward got hurt. Yeah. So nobody.
And we lost our starting center too.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna hold Tatum losing to LeBron. I'm not gonna hold that against him because he was a rookie. I have no expectations of rookie players to go to the finals. I'm talking about this year. Tatum is in his prime. I consider him a top 5 player in the NBA, and he got into the finals, and he did not play at a superstar level. And because of that, I cannot call him a superstar.
Okay.
Right. So
I thought you didn't have him top 5. I was gonna say you insane if you don't have him top 5.
No, I have him top 5, but he's not a superstar in the league. He's not a superstar.
So how is he not a superstar?
Because he didn't play a superstar. He didn't play at a superstar level in the finals.
Time out. When LeBron James shots wasn't falling in and they won, and
yeah, I was about to say
why didn't you say that? LeBron James played terrible his first 2 finals. Tatum was way more impactful.
I didn't consider him. I didn't consider him a superstar up until 2012.
Everybody want to talk about how LeBron was playing defense when he went to Miami, bro. That's Miami, bro. What he done after Miami on defense? Nothing.
LeBron was a superstar in 2011. He just fucking choked.
Look at
I didn't consider him a superstar.
People say LeBron.
Listen, I ain't even a LeBron fan. I ain't even a LeBron fan. I don't like the dude. He's on HGH, he's on PEDs, and I'll tell anybody that. We've all heard motherfuckers say that.
You talking about me talking about. Hold on. You talking about me talking about narratives, But you talking about narratives right now.
We got people already said this shit. 5 fucking names already said this shit. Not me. 5 names.
They're not gonna drug test him.
Five motherfucking names. You want me to name all the names? Anthony Bosch, Anthony Bosch's office manager lady, Alex Rodriguez, Gerald Sonny, and Kevin Durant. That's 5 people, and we just now start. Remember, a lot of news comes out with people. I mean, Garnett. Y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Did he get suspended for drugs? Did LeBron get
Kevin
suspended
Garnett
for drugs?
That don't matter. That don't matter.
It does matter. It does matter.
No, it don't. No, okay. Then no, it don't. Lance Armstrong did not get no punishment till his fucking career was over, and he was doing that shit his whole career. It don't matter. No, the fuck it don't.
Hey, innocent until proven guilty. That's all I'm gonna say. What's good, casual?
Yeah, but that's ridiculous, bro. I understand.
Thomas, let me go to casual real quick. Let me go.
I wasn't done.
Oh, you wasn't. All right, keep going. I mean, what?
Okay, so look. So his ability to play all ball, to stop the pick and roll, him to guard the best ball, and him to lead the team in assists, points, rebounds, all that. Like, how is that not superstar? You feel me? He led the team as the number 1 option. And Jaylen Brown, you can't say Jaylen Brown didn't eat off of him. You feel me? Because Tatum was guarded differently than Jaylen Brown. Why? Because he's the best player.
Because Jayson Tatum had a 50% true shooting in the finals and had a 43% effective field goal percentage in the finals. So because of that, I can't call him a superstar. He didn't play.
He didn't shoot well, but they call LeBron the GOAT, and he wasn't shooting well. He got a lot of points.
Bro, why are you deflecting? We talking Jayson Tatum.
Tatum's defense, bro. Why you not bringing up what Tatum did on defense? Why you not bringing up what Tatum did on defense?
So wait,
that's crazy as fuck. That's crazy as fuck.
So Thomas, so he locked
basketball is playing on one side of the ball, Andre.
Tatum is the only reason they had a chance in the series because of his defense.
That's not
just
true.
like
It's because of Jaylen Brown's defense. Jaylen Brown played good defense.
No, it's not.
We're not doing that. Jaylen Brown played good defense.
Tatum's defense. No, we're not doing that garbage ass Jaylen Brown shit.
So the Mavericks weren't the hottest team in the playoffs.
Fuck.
Wait, we talking about in 2011?
Now I'm talking about Jayson Tatum.
Jayson
this
Tatum.
past year. He's not a superstar. Yeah, he's
Jayson Tatum's defense in the finals is the only reason they won the championship. Jaylen Brown wasn't even guarding the top 2 player on the Dallas team.
Tatum was the only reason?
Oh man, casual. This
Andre, stop mute, motherfucker. Stop mute, motherfucker. That's the only way.
Cause you over talking.
Stop mute, motherfucker. That shit lame as fuck.
Nah, cause you over talking.
Yeah, because
you saying asking that stuff. Jaylen Brown guarded the best player on the Dallas Mavericks. Jaylen Brown guarded the best player on the other team, and then Jayson Tatum was on fucking Daniel Gafford. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
94.
No, Jayson Tatum took up the number 1 priority. The number 1 priority was to guard the pick and roll, not fucking guard whoever else. Not guard.
They played a switching.
What got into the finals, Andre?
They played a switching.
Oh my god, we do them off.
Get a wording.
We do them off.
I can't even say shit. I can't even say anything.
Oh, go ahead.
They played a switching type defense. Now, I'm not saying Tatum didn't do his thing, but Tatum was on fucking Daniel Gafford. He didn't take the number 1 priority. The person who took the number 1 defensive priority was fucking Jaylen Brown, because what? He was guarding Luka Doncic, who is the threat, and Jayson Tatum was able to stop the roll man. So don't tell me that Jayson Tatum is the sole reason why they beat the Dallas Mavericks, because Jaylen Brown contributed, Drew Holiday contributed, and fucking Derek White contributed as well.
All right, let's do this then. Let's do this.
I agree.
Hold on.
I would agree.
Hold on, T-Sweets.
Derrick Jones wanted to
If you put Al Horford and Jaylen Brown at pick and roll, Boston gets fucking swept. Jaylen Brown didn't mean shit that Tatum was meaning on that pick and roll.
That's a hypothetical. We don't know that.
By the way,
then why did the coach do that then? Why did the coach put Horford over there then? Why didn't he do it?
Because Horford was doing the same job that Kristaps was doing, which is guarding the corner so that they could be the help rim protection that the Celtics needed.
Only in the finals.
And Kyrie and
Jayson Tatum didn't guard all centers. No, he did not. Jayson Tatum didn't guard center. That didn't happen in the whole playoffs.
That's the adjustment that Casual just said.
There's only one series where Tatum was guarding the center. One series, and that was the finals. He mentioned Horford guarding the center, guarding the power forward. It only happened one fucking series. That's why they won the championship, because the coach knew. And I'll be on T. Sweezy's head about Mazzulla. Mazzulla's a better coach than T. Sweezy gave him credit for. That's the only reason they won the finals. Mazzulla knew Al Horford could not do what Jayson Tatum did. And if he puts Horford over there with Jaylen Brown, they get swept. He knew he had to put Tatum over there.
So the talent gap means nothing. The ability to have not one, not two, not three, but four perimeter, like elite, damn near elite perimeter of guards and forwards to guard multiple positions, that meant nothing. The ability to have not one, the ability to not have not one, not two, but three guards and forwards that could legitimately press 94 feet.
If Horford had to guard Luke in that pick and roll, that meant nothing. If Horford had to guard Luke in that pick and roll, they get swept.
But the
if
thing is, you don't have to.
The same defenders.
No, you want to know what's funny? You want to know what's funny? You want to know what's funny? Andre, you want to know what's funny? Kristaps was put in the pick and roll early on. When he first came back from his injury,
he didn't play. He was on the bench.
Yes, he did in game one. Yes, when he came onto the floor. When he came onto the floor in
Tatum
game
handled the ball. It's not a comparison.
Stop, Thomas.
It's not a comparison.
Because when
Kristaps, you sound stupid.
When Kristaps first came back, hold on. When Kristaps first came back off the bench, I think he played something like 20 something minutes. It was like 21 minutes.
Exactly. Not even a contest. Not even a debate.
The first couple possessions he played, Luka immediately went hunting for him to pick and roll because he wanted to test that leg. And immediately he made Luka settle for a step back three, a deep step back three that resulted in the possession being wasted. So yes, Kristaps Porzingis was put in a pick and roll, and it resulted in a low percentage shot.
He was not assigned to pick and roll, and one shot don't mean nothing.
Just because you.
Yes, it does. Tatum was assigned to pick and roll for a fucking reason. We can't go around cherry picking shit. Tatum was given the assignment the whole fucking series, not Porzingis and not Horford.
So when Kristaps is not assigned on Kyrie just naturally gets the isolation on Kristaps, tries to take a contested mid-range shot, and Kristaps Porzingis blocks that. That means nothing. That means nothing. That means nothing for that possession.
That means nothing to override Tatum playing the pick and roll for the 7-game series. No, it does not.
I don't know what to tell you. And then on top of that, just to give y'all just like a statistic, Jayson Tatum was put into pick and rolls during that 5-game series. He was put in there a total of 20 times. 20 times in a 5-game series. That's a lot of possessions that's being ran. And the fact that he only got put in there 20, no, his impact was not fully felt on a pick and roll, bro.
And you know why it was only 20? Because they wanted to take Gafford out the game and put Lively in to stretch the floor. They was ducking Jayson Tatum. There you go.
If you had an argument for him deflecting the lob threat that is Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford, I would hear you. But to say it was off the pick and roll, you're factually incorrect, Thomas.
He assigned the pick and roll, and that's what changed the whole fucking series up. Facts. You want to cherry pick shit? I can go all the way back and make Steve and make fucking Nick Anderson the fucking end all be all of Orlando Magic team with Shaq and Penny Hardaway was there. If I want to go pick one fucking play here or there, anybody can go pick a play here or there. Jayson Tatum changed. If
I give you a statistic of something that consistently happened, and I give you points. That is points of reference for you to go back to doing games to back up the stat that I'm giving you. That's still not enough. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Right, exactly. You know what happened? They had to go away from the pick and roll, which is why they made the finals. That's what T. Sweezy's telling y'all.
The Dallas Mavericks were literally feasting off the pick and roll.
Jayson Tatum was the best defender. So Jayson Tatum was the best defender in that series?
They was
So
feeding.
how
They was
did,
not
so
feeding
how
all.
did we get moments
Yes.
like Luka Doncic isolating Rudy Gobert? You think that was just the defensive assignment on Luka was Rudy Gobert? How do you think that happened?
That's what we telling you. Jason
switched
Tatum
it.
made them
Bro,
go
they
away from that. That's what they were
Okay, so
saying.
how? Okay, so
Jason
when you
Tatum
That's what we
started
saying.
that.
but
Like,
they
you
weren't
started that.
Okay. Let's restart here. Jason Tatum only within the 5-game series, he only ran 20. They only ran 20 pick and rolls
Because they was
against Jason
dunking
Tatum.
him.
Stop.
Nah, we're not
Because the
doing that,
next
bro.
person,
They
because the
wasn't
next
ducking
person,
nobody.
no, they
him.
weren't
He
ducking him.
wasn't ducking.
The next person,
changed the
the
game
person
plan
that
up. He made Dallas go away from what they fucking do. That's the whole
they
point.
weren't, brother.
That's the
God
whole point.
damn, Thomas. 20 possessions out of the 5-game series that was
That we can't help. We can't help that Dallas was scared of it.
Bro,
That
Andre,
mean
I
nothing.
hate to say this, but mute
Dallas,
this nigga, bro, because I'm trying to
Dallas
give this
went
nigga
away.
factual evidence.
Hold on, Thomas. Let him get it up.
God damn,
No,
bro.
you're ignoring the facts. You're ignoring the facts.
I'm trying to give you the facts.
The facts are they ran away from the game plan A. Nothing you can do to change.
In a 5-game series, Jason Tatum was not the one that the pick and roll was being ran mainly on, because Luka Doncic and Kyrie were primarily looking for wherever Kristaps and Al Horford was. So that was the Derrick Jones of the world, the PJ Washingtons of the world. That's why you had a shit ton of that's
exactly.
Okay, but that's not.
And guess what? Running the pick and roll with them is no good. It's not gonna work. Never. That's the whole point.
Actually, it was working fine because they weren't primarly using the screen.
It wasn't working as good as the lob of the pick and roll work. No, it wasn't.
It had to become more complex, but it was still working all the more because what happened was instead of them running the pick and roll with PJ Washington and Derrick Jones Jr., which was the mistake that they made in game 1 when they realized they couldn't do that with Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford. Game 2 and onward, Luka made an effort to have PJ and Derrick Jones Jr. to set the screen and fade away so that he could penetrate the defense, potentially force Jason Tatum to move forward, and then he throws the lobs off of Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively to be able to feast off of the rim that way. And that was actually working.
That's not as efficient.
But that was actually working.
Efficient like what it's going to work.
But it was
don't matter. It's not going to work good enough.
But it was working.
It don't matter.
But it was working.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
That's not
what they want to do.
Right.
That's not what they want to do.
Right. It didn't work. And you know why it didn't work? Because the Boston Celtics were far more talented than the Dallas Mavericks. And so there was a multitude of ways that they could attack them on the offensive end as opposed to Dallas. Dallas had to find a different way to do the same thing. The Boston Celtics were able to do it in a multitude of different ways.
That is facts, and that's irrelevant to the conversation. They want to play with game plan A, and they was forced to get away from game plan A because of one man.
Hold on. So, Thomas, you're saying that Jayson Tatum was the best and most impactful defender in the finals, this finals right here?
Yes. Because he made them
you out your fucking mind. You was out of your fucking mind. If you think Jayson Tatum, now we're gonna completely ignore Jaylen Brown. We're gonna completely ignore Derek White and Drew Holiday and say that Jayson Tatum was the best and impactful defender in that series.
Jason Tatum made them get off of game plan A, and that's your that's what you want to do as a priority. He changed the game plan of what Jason Kidd and Luka wanted to do. Absolutely. Now, was Drew Holiday bad? No, he was fabulous. But guess what? Kyrie wasn't doing too much, a whole lot of nothing in the fucking playoffs in the first place. So it ain't like he locked up a guy averaging 40. He locked up a guy who's already getting locked up most of the fucking time.
And you know what's crazy? I don't even disagree.
Jaylen Brown was good. I'm not saying Jaylen Brown was bad. But game plan A was changed because of one man. Not everybody else was everybody else. That's cool enough. They did their job.
Him saying
it changed
Jason
because
Tatum
of Jayson Tatum. Point blank period.
Him saying Jason Tatum being put on the likes of Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford to neutralize that lob threat, I actually agree with that. And therefore, yes, he was the most important. But that's not what he said. That's not the part that we're fighting. The part that we're fighting is the fact that Thomas went as far as to say he was the sole reason. He was not the sole reason. Was he the biggest piece because he neutralized a large part of the Dallas Mavericks production? Sure. Even though I disagree because Derek Lively shot 70 He shot 70% from the field, and Daniel Gafford shot 73% around the rim. So it wasn't neutralizing it that much. He neutralized the volume in which they were utilizing them. But that's still very, very impactful. But to say that he was the sole reason. No, he was not the sole reason.
Well, nobody on any team in America in any fucking sports.
But Thomas, that's what you said. But Thomas, you said that he was the sole reason.
Because it's the main priority. It's the main priority.
It's
if
not.
You put yes, it is. If you put
Tatum Brown, that's not what we're saying, though.
That was one of it. That's not the main priority.
If you put Tatum Brown on the center and put Tatum on Luka, they still two guys on the same pick and roll. They lose the series.
Because Jaylen Brown is not 6'8". Thomas, when you're making some statements, you gotta make sure you're being logical. Jaylen Brown is not 6'8". Daniel Gafford is 6'8", the same height as Tatum. That's why they put Tatum on Daniel Gafford to intercept those lobs.
Exactly.
But that's not their whole offense. You do realize
because me personally, what you call it? Drew Holiday and the ball dude, what they did to Kyrie Irving is more impressive.
Derek White.
Yeah, Derek White. What they did,
Kyrie Irving was not like that.
What they did was impressive defensively than what Jayson Tatum did, because he didn't.
No, it's not.
Yes, it was.
No, it's not. Kyrie was getting locked up by a lot of different people. Drew Holiday locked up again.
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Exactly. Keep muting me because I cooked your fucking ass. Now y'all have a good night because I don't sit on nobody's panel.
You just loud
yes,
talking.
I did.
You didn't cook shit. You just loud talking.
Because you trying to fucking lie. The main reason they wanted
Jayson Tatum is not no superstar, and because of what he did defensively, it's not gonna make me forget what he did offensively.
So he's not a superstar, but Joel.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Hold on. See, Sweezy, I never called Joel Embiid a superstar.
Yes, you did.
So I know. When did I do it? Go find the video.
You say he's better than Jokic.
Go find the video.
All right.
Oh, that's also a reason I came. Where's Jason? You said Jayson Tatum's the top 5 player.
Yeah, he's a top.
Yeah,
I think
the best.
Yeah, that's crazy too. How is he a top 5 player, but he ain't a superstar? What the fuck?
Not all top 5 players are superstars.
What?
Nah, hold on, wait a minute. Nah, hold on.
Not all top 5 players are superstars.
Cap.
Can you list your top 5?
So he the best small forward in the game, but he's not a superstar. That's crazy.
That's
Kawhi
Leonard. Can you list your top 5?
Kawhi Leonard is the best small forward. Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant. Yeah, they're yeah.
You said Kawhi. What has he done?
What has he done?
Why does he need a perfect? Anybody can go to the Spurs and be a fucking role player, bro. Stop it. He had the same role as Iguodala. They were leaving him wide open in the finals. Stop it, bro.
Okay, let me ask you this. Hold on, time out. No, hold on. Don't.
Was already better than Kawhi at the age of 19 and 22. That's a fact.
Iguodala was not featured for 4 straight games of offense like Kawhi Leonard was after game 2. No, he wasn't.
Yeah, I don't see how you still counting. You giving Kawhi kudos when this nigga can't make it past the full
Danny
season.
Green could have won Finals MVP. Thiago Spinner could have won Finals MVP.
No, what Andre said. Listen, you got to listen to what Andre said.
What we talking about?
Andre mentioned. Obviously,
could have won Finals MVP.
No, they couldn't. Andre mentioned a player who obviously, like, do y'all have common sense? Do y'all really think Andre mentioned Kawhi when he's sitting on the fucking couch at the house? That's not the Kawhi he was speaking of. He was speaking of the guy who was on the court helping. And it's also, he's also the same fucking guy. The same fucking guy who was featured. Who was featured after game 2 in the finals. Popovich went to Manu Ginobili. He went to Tim Duncan. He went to Tony Parker and said, "I'm not featuring y'all no more. We got to feature Kawhi. We're not going to win the series." That is documented by the coach. No, he got featured offensively after game 2.
Wait, what's up, Casual? What's up?
I'm not gonna assume like Thomas is. I'm actually asking you, when you're speaking of Kawhi being the best, Kawhi and I think you said KD being the best small forwards in the game. What is the version of Kawhi that you're speaking about? Because I'm sure you're not speaking about the Kawhi of this past season.
Peak Kawhi.
But
it
this
has to
Kawhi,
be peak Kawhi. I would believe.
but this version of Kawhi Leonard, when he got on the court and when everything was clicking, was clicking for them,
Common sense.
the what you call it, the Clippers, they went on a run, right? And when
when they made that trade for Harden, I remember.
Right. And when he was in the lineup, their offensive rating and their defensive rating was, you know what I'm saying, it went through the roof. Right. And they won 50 plus games this year with Kawhi Leonard in the lineup. Now, the season prior, he didn't really play a lot of games. So I think the Clippers only won 46, 47 games, but he didn't play a lot of games. So, but I think Kawhi Leonard, when healthy, Kevin Durant, when healthy, they're better than Jayson Tatum. In my opinion.
And what? In the playoffs? No, the fuck they not.
Nah, I would take them over. I'll take that production. I'll take that production over.
He's not a better Tatum's a better defender than both them niggas. He's a better playmaker. He's a better scorer, better rebounder, better. What are we talking about?
The problem that it comes with
Tatum could win. Them niggas can't win.
That's a whole bunch of cap.
Perfect roster to win.
But Andre,
Tatum don't need a perfect roster to win.
How you don't need a perfect roster to win?
Tatum led his team to the finals with the 29th worst bench. What are you talking about? Perfect roster.
And so did Kevin Durant. And so did Kevin Durant in Golden State.
Who won the Porzingis?
And so with Kevin Durant when he was on Golden State.
When he got cooked by Jimmy Butler 1-on-1, y'all said he was washed up. Now it's suddenly
I never said that. I never said that. Drew Holiday is a bad motherfucker and always will be a bad motherfucker. I never said that. That's again, T Sweezy, picking on one series, one fucking game. That shit has got to fucking cease on YouTube, internet, all that. Yes, Jimmy Butler had a good series. It's one fucking series. Drew Holiday has a whole career of locking up motherfuckers. Oh, by the way, one of those is Steph motherfucking Curry. That's who he locked up before. And he also had locked up a lot of other motherfuckers as well. So just because Jimmy Butler had one good series.
What series did Drew Holiday lock up?
Drew Holiday locked up LeBron last year. Go look at that game.
I don't know what fucking series and what year it is.
But you just said Drew Holiday locked up Steph Curry.
Okay. He has done it. I can tell you Kawhi Leonard locked up a lot of motherfuckers, but I can't tell you exactly what year and what series. That don't make it false. It makes it true. Just because I can't name the year or the fucking, that don't mean nothing. That's stupid. That's being a dumbass. That's being a dumbass playing dumb is what that
means. It means everything because you can't just make statements without having any facts to back it up. The fuck are you talking about?
Because if it wasn't Kawhi Leonard, listen, if it wasn't Kawhi Leonard, who I keep up with a lot, I couldn't even tell you the year that Marc Gasol locked up Embiid in the playoffs. The only reason I could do that is because I kept up with Kawhi. But I would know what I was talking about, but I just wouldn't know the year. So that doesn't make what I'm saying wrong. Just because somebody can't remember the exact fucking date does not mean
Wait.
No, Trey Young. He's Trey Young. Trey Young got locked up in the series versus the Miami Heat. But I tell you right now, I can't tell you what year it was, but that don't mean it didn't happen. For you to say it did, it's okay. Just because you don't know the year means it don't happen. Man, that's called fucking clown shit. That's called fuckboy shit. Because we all know Trey Young got locked up. But just because Thomas don't know the year makes it false? No, it doesn't.
Bro, you gotta know your facts.
I agree. If you don't, I agree. If you don't remember the exact time frame, that's fine. But when you're making these statements that you're making, especially how bold of a statement you're making, you got to have some type of factual evidence to back it up. Like you can't.
Exactly.
At the very least,
because if I do, that means you don't know basketball, or you would know what I'm talking about.
So if we don't ride with whatever you say with no factual evidence provided, we just don't know basketball. Because you said it.
Because here's another example. Here's another example. Here's another example. T Sweezy right now can speak on Jayson Tatum locking up Kevin Durant in certain games in certain series, and Andre would probably know.
And locking up Jimmy Butler too.
But no, hold on, T Sweezy. The bottom of what I'm saying is
it wasn't no just Jayson Tatum by itself.
Man, that's a team effort for any fucking body. Stop saying that stupid shit too.
So if it's a team effort, then why would you say that Drew Holiday locked up Steph Curry if it's a team effort?
Because if you're assigned to that player, that's all that matters. The point is,
if you're assigned to a player, that's all that matters. But it's not a team effort at that point.
Oh, okay. So let's use the same. Let's use the same shit.
Nah,
then.
answer my
So Steph
question.
Curry scored
Answer
30.
my question.
Answer the question.
Answer
Answer
my
the
question.
No. If
Answer
you're
the
assigned,
question,
if you're assigned, that means that's your fucking job or your role. It's a,
So
so
at
you
that
can
point, team defense means nothing then.
apparently.
come on. Okay, come on. We want to say shit.
Bro, you going in and out.
Draymond Green sets a million fucking screens for Klay Thompson and Curry, and they wouldn't be open all the time. And Draymond's one of the best screen setters in NBA history. This
What does that
motherfucker's
have to
elite
do
screen
with
setter,
team
and they all
defense?
acknowledge this.
What that got to do with
What does that have to do with team defense?
Because you're not scoring the ball if you're not open all the time. It takes a team and elite screens to get you open, just like it takes elite team defense to help out the defender. It's the same shit.
Bro, what does scoring have to do with team
damn.
defense? You didn't answer the question,
Because
bro.
because I'm asking you this, I'm making the same stupid ass ridiculous statement that you made. You want to blame the whole defense playing defense and discredit Tatum, discredit Kawhi, discredit so and so. You want to discredit all these people? Okay, well then it also takes the same screens on offense
When
for
did I do
Klay
that?
and Trae Young. You just said a while ago. What you talking about, Andre? The fuck?
I said Jayson Tatum is not a superstar because he didn't play at a superstar level at the biggest stage of basketball, which is the NBA Finals. And
Which I disagree. I disagree with
lie.
that as well.
That's a
I
lie.
disagree with
That's a lie.
That's a lie. But
That's a lie.
Jayson Tatum's defense is the biggest reason. Now, if you want to cherry pick shit and say, well, everybody else play defense, it don't matter. The bottom line is this man was assigned to this priority of the defense. All the other shit is irrelevant and stupid to even bring up. That's like saying.
Hold on, let me go to
That's like saying Deion Sanders is not responsible for locking up Jerry Rice because everybody else is on the field. That's stupid as fuck to say.
I don't know football. I don't even know who. I mean, I know.
He lost me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Y'all don't know Deion Sanders. Y'all know Deion Sanders and Jerry Rice, bro. What the
I
fuck?
know his name. I just don't know.
I know the name. Yeah, right.
Hey, so
But it don't matter. It don't matter. You playing stupid. The bottom line is, if Deion Sanders is the sign.
Nah, Tatum didn't play at a superstar level in the finals. That's all. Go ahead.
That's stupid as hell. That's stupid as hell.
I agree that he did not play. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go and finish your point, and then I'll go.
So you're telling me just because he didn't shoot well doesn't mean he didn't play at a superstar level? He helped lead his team to the finals with the worst bench and the worst coach in the league. What are you talking about? And Jaylen Brown is not being guarded like Tatum. They give Tatum different coverages. So Jaylen Brown is eating off
but
we.
I don't even know why you bringing up. I don't know why you bringing up
Hey.
Jaylen Brown because I didn't call Jaylen Brown a superstar. So I don't even know why you bringing up Jaylen Brown.
He is now.
So
Andre, you be showing cut the bullshit, man.
Jaylen Brown is not no superstar, bro. Cut it out. Jaylen Brown is not no superstar.
That's not what he said, Andre. But hey, I got to. Hey,
How many superstars do you think exist in the league?
Wait, Jaylen Brown is a superstar?
In the league.
How many superstars do you think exist in the league?
So who's shooting guard better than him?
Wait, Kaz, you asking me or you asking?
I'm asking both of y'all.
Devin Booker? Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell. Devin Booker is a better shooter than him, but he's not.
Hey, Andre, I'm gonna let y'all finish. I gotta go find a place to park.
All right.
How Donovan Mitchell?
Casualty, I gotta go find a place to park, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one.
All right, brother. Salute, bro.
All right, brother. Yeah, hey, Thomas. Hey, Thomas, pull up tomorrow because we got that segment tomorrow.
Why every time Donovan Mitchell shot 40, he lose?
Because his teammates are because his team is not better than the opponent.
What are you talking about? He had the number one offense. Didn't he have top 5 offense in Utah? Number one defense?
He did.
The defense. First of all, if you actually watch that defense was not a real defense. They were that was Rudy Gobert. That was Rudy Gobert and the Bandits.
Right.
And so when you go up against an offense, especially like the Denver Nuggets, who they have a multifaceted offense. Go ahead.
That's so crazy how they slander Rudy Gobert, but he's the reason why they had the number one defense.
I agree as well. I think I'm one of those people. Don't get me started about Lamar.
I'm a Rudy Gobert. I like Rudy Gobert.
I think Rudy Gobert.
I don't think Rudy Gobert trash. He just need to work on his offense. He's elite.
I think he's limited offense, and I do think his defense can be a little overrated at times. But for the most part, he's very impactful.
Hold on. So casual, you asked the both of us how many
Yes.
superstars in the league, but
How many
T
superstars
Sweezy,
do you guys believe are
yeah,
in
T
the
Sweezy
league?
can go first, and then I answer last.
Because Sweezy, you said Jaylen Brown's a superstar, correct?
Jaylen Brown is officially a superstar after this season.
Okay. Okay. So how many superstars do you can you name the other superstars that are in the league on top of Jaylen Brown?
What you mean on top of Jaylen Brown? Like I could
Like
name-
Jaylen Brown is a superstar. So how deep are you going in this bag of he's a superstar? Who else is superstars? Like obviously Giannis, Jokic.
He's a lead on offense and he's a lead on defense. Y'all just
No. I'm saying name the other players that are also superstars.
You said what?
Name the other players that are also superstars.
Joel Embiid, Giannis,
Okay.
Jokic,
Okay.
KD, Tatum,
Okay.
Booker. Who else? Curry,
Okay.
Luka,
Okay.
Jayson Tatum.
Okay. No, you
Who
already
else I
said Tatum.
left out?
You already said Tatum.
I did.
Yeah, you already said Tatum. You're at 10 right now.
I said KD. I said Curry. I
You
said
said
Luka.
you said
What?
Giannis. You said Giannis, Jaylen Brown, Jokic, Luka, Curry, Tatum, KD. Who else did you say?
No, that's crazy.
Who
Yeah,
did
I think you said it. Yeah, no. Okay.
Uh,
It is. Yeah.
Who I
So
missing?
right now,
hold on, let me
I
go
think
to
you have 7. You have 7.
AD is definitely not a superstar. He's a star player. So same thing with Kyrie.
AD.
Same thing with Kyrie Irving. They both number 2 options. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
But
you're at 7
Jaylen
right now.
Brown,
That's the
Jaylen
first
Brown,
round.
but Jaylen Brown is the
Got the
second
first
option, and he's a
round with
superstar.
Drew Holiday. Nobody want to talk about that. He had LeBron James.
Wait, hold on, T Sweezy. T
Kyrie
Sweezy, you
is
said
an offensive
Kyrie.
player. Does that make him a number 1 option? No.
T Sweezy, you said Kyrie is a second option. That's why he's not a superstar. But Jaylen Brown is a second option, and you're saying he's a superstar.
No.
And low key,
Jaylen
Anthony
Brown
Davis
could
is not a
carry.
second.
Jaylen Brown
superstar.
could carry.
He is not a second option.
Jaylen Brown could carry his best player. Kyrie can't.
Wait. We never saw Jaylen Brown carry. What team did he carry?
Bro, he carried in 22.
Who?
And and he was our most efficient scorer this year. And he gave it on both ends of the floor.
But
Yeah,
y'all
you
were
said
just sitting here making a wait. But y'all were
playoff
just
year.
sitting here making an argument that scoring isn't the be all end all. So how now is because he was the most efficient scorer does that now make him the best player?
I said both ends. And he was our most efficient scorer.
He was the better defender than Jayson Tatum this year.
I mean, Jaylen Brown.
He was a better defender than
Jaylen Brown and Holiday was our best perimeter defender in our playoffs, and then Tatum was our best. Tatum was our best.
Wait, so Jaylen Brown was a better defender than Derek White this year?
That shit when a person stopped the pick and roll. What do you call that? He's not a 5. I forgot.
Hedger. The hedger?
Yeah, he was our best hedger and our best roamer.
Who? Jaylen Brown?
No, Tatum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Jaylen Brown was the better defender than Derek White this year.
Let me see. Derek White did block some shots, but 94 feet. Jaylen Brown was the best defender.
Huh? Oh, okay. So we just didn't see Drew Holiday and Derek White 94 feet. I guess. Okay. All right.
He was.
He was amazing. He was amazing in the Dallas series, but he didn't do it consistently enough for you to put him over Derek White and Drew Holiday.
He was playing bad, bro. But Derek White was playing bad in Cleveland. He was playing bad in who we played
offensively, and I don't even know if that's true. I don't even know if that's true.
Oh
no. I'm saying he played bad. He played Derek White. Derek White played bad offensively in the Cleveland series, and I don't even know if that's true. Nah, he was mid. He was knocking down his 3-point shots, but he wasn't doing much else outside of that on the offensive end. But defensively, no, that man, he was actually very efficient.
Are you talking about strictly defense?
With just strictly defense. Him, Derek White, and Drew Holiday were actually they had the task of taking turns on Donovan Mitchell before he went down.
Yeah, but on defense, Derek White was getting cooked though. He wasn't playing like how he did against Miami. Miami, he was great.
Against Cleveland, he was bad. But then in Indiana, he was the best defender. He's the best defender. Okay.
You say he was the best defender in the series, or what you mean?
He's the best defender in that series against Indiana.
So he was talking about. So he was better than Drew Holiday and Brown.
Yes.
What?
Because because Drew Holiday was Drew Holiday and Jaylen Brown were tasked with attacking what's my guy's name? Tyrese Halliburton and getting in the passing lanes. Derek White was tasked with the sole responsibility of guarding Nembhard, who we all saw this postseason had a huge breakout party for Indiana.
Yeah, he whipped our ass.
And he struggled to the tune of y'all sweeping them. I even think, as far as if Derek White didn't do as good of a job as he did against Nembhard, Indiana might have got a game or two to push it to 6. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose for sure. But that's how tight those games was, to where each possession counted. And Derek White made sure Nembhard was in check.
If Drew Holiday never took that hit, we would not sweat them niggas. And if Jaylen
That is true.
didn't hit that shot and got a stop, we would not win that game. But
that is true. But
Indiana was our toughest opponent. Like, that wasn't an easy.
I agree.
And they got Pascal back too. But I'm telling you, Indiana's gonna be a threat next year. I'm telling you.
I agree, but going back to what we're saying, going back to what we're saying, and to what y'all were arguing about earlier, Jayson Tatum on in the 24, specifically the finals against Dallas. Yeah, he was saying, Andre was saying that Tatum isn't a superstar because of how badly he played in the finals, and y'all's argument was it's more than just scoring. He was doing the other things. So if we're going by that logic, it wasn't just the finals against Dallas where he was doing the other things. Jayson Tatum was being the best facilitator and arguably the best rebounder for the team the entire postseason. So where did it switch for y'all on the level of, or for you, the level of importance there?
Yeah, but no, he made it seem like Tatum was non-impactful. Like he was just playing like a bum.
I didn't say that. I said he's not. That's not a superstar. That's not a superstar level. It's just not a superstar level. I mean, when your star player has a 50% true shooting and a 43% effective field goal percentage, he was trash offensively. Now, yeah, he led the team in scoring because he took the most shots. And the biggest narrative that you hear is that, Jayson Tatum sacrificed for the team. No, he did not, because he attempted 19 shots in the regular season and he took the same 19 shots in the postseason. Now, in the regular season, he shot 47%. In the postseason, that's a traditional field goal percentage, but in the postseason, he was 42%. So he took the same amount of shots. The difference is he was not making those shots. And he was missing easy bunnies around the rim, and nobody's going to disagree with me. He was missing easy bunnies around the rim, right? Missing some jumpers. He's been struggling, making jump shots for the last 2 postseasons. And I mean, he was trash offensively. Yeah, he did make a few. He let the team in assists, but I mean, come on, the offense was clicking. So you pass the ball, guys are gonna make shots.
But we can't do that. We can't diminish how somebody had to make those proper reads on a consistent basis. Even if I agree that they were simplistic, they weren't. They couldn't have been that simplistic because Jaylen Brown was struggling with the playmaking role. When Drew Holiday and Derek White weren't creating their own shots good enough for them to have the ball in their hands to that degree. Jayson Tatum was really the sole ball handler that had that responsibility of creating advantages for the likes of Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday, Kristaps when he was playing. Like he was doing those things. Even Sam Hauser was capitalizing off of the advantages Jayson Tatum was creating. So even though I agree the defense made real easy reads for Jayson Tatum to make on a consistent basis, he still made them. And it wasn't like Jaylen Brown was making those reads because he got the same opportunities, actually a little bit easier because the defense wasn't paying attention to him as much as they were paying attention to Jayson Tatum. And he was still missing those reads.
Wait, who you talking about? Jaylen Brown?
Jaylen Brown.
I mean, I'm not even making an argument for Jaylen Brown. I'm just saying that Jayson Tatum, I'm looking at his performance throughout the course of the finals. It was not superstar worthy to me. I mean, it was not on the level of Nikola Jokic in the finals. It wasn't on the level of Giannis Antetokounmpo in the finals, right? Even Steph Curry in 2022. His performance is not on the level of any of these guys. And, I just read off his stats. I mean, people don't want to accept it, but hey, it is what it is.
I to be honest with you, I agree. This past series, this whole postseason run, Jayson Tatum did not give any reason to consider him a superstar.
Oh, so wait, do you consider him a superstar?
I consider him a superstar, but that's because that's because I think he can be the best player on a championship-led team. I just don't think you can rely. I think he has flaws in his games.
So hold on. So
like his scoring.
So you're saying any first option who can lead a team to a championship is a superstar?
Well, not just that. You have to you have to play at MVP caliber.
MVP caliber.
level
Okay.
During the regular season, Tatum, and then translate it to the postseason.
Did Jayson Tatum play at an MVP level in the finals?
No.
Yeah, so that's
why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I don't think he played at a superstar level, but I do think he is.
Oh, so you agree with me then? I thought you. Yes, I thought you didn't agree with that.
No. I agree. This postseason he didn't play like a superstar. My only thing is, we know he has the capability of doing so, and even further than that, my main gripe was that you had him top 5. I don't understand why is he top 5. Who is out of your list?
Out of my list of what? The top 5?
Top 5.
Yeah, I got to do my rankings. I'll probably do it maybe next week or the week after. Next week.
Well, shit. Look, we live in front of chat. Let's do it right now. I'm gonna name some names. You tell me, is Jayson Tatum better than these people?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Let's start first. Obviously, my team, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
Okay. Steph Curry.
I'm gonna put Tatum over Curry.
Okay. Yeah. Jokic.
Yes.
Okay. Luka.
Yes.
Okay.
Luka's not a superstar. Luka's not a superstar, by the way. SGA, yes.
Oh, we're gonna have to have a conversation about this.
You think Luka's a superstar?
Yes, bro. Okay. The people I believe are superstars: Giannis, Jokic, Luka, Embiid.
No, casual. We not doing that. I'm a 76er fan. I like Embiid. Embiid is not a superstar. Let's not.
But again, well, okay. I'm not ask you what your criteria of superstar is, but let's just finish this. Let's finish this first. Okay.
Sure.
So we got Giannis, we got Jokic, we got Luka, we got Shea, Embiid. Is Tatum better than Embiid?
Embiid is better than Tatum.
Okay. All right. So that's 5 right there. So he's out the top 5. All right. So we got that right. All right. Because I was like, bro, I think he's just forgetting somebody.
So wait, hold on. So Jokic, Giannis, Luka, Embiid,
Shea,
SGA.
Embiid. Yeah.
But okay, so my criteria is somebody who's arguably a top 5 player, right? And then accolades, performance, impact on the floor. And then when you get to the NBA Finals, which is the biggest stage in basketball, you got to play at a superstar level for me to crown you as a superstar.
Okay, so by that criteria, you only have like 2 people that you consider superstar.
So the thing is
Giannis and Jokic.
So the thing is, LeBron, Steph Curry, and KD.
You think they're still superstars?
Wait, what?
You think they're still superstars?
Currently, no, but because of what they did in the past, it's kind of like, I don't know if I should, consider them superstars or, because it's just, sometimes it's just crazy not to include them. But I would say that I'll put them in the stratosphere of their own. But but I'll just say Giannis. I'll say Giannis is a superstar. Jokic is a superstar.
For me, LeBron hasn't been a superstar for like 2 years now.
Because of
the defensive decline.
But he played great defensively in the Olympics, though.
Yeah, but the Olympics is different. Like you with the court being condensed, right?
But you know what's crazy though? If you have a team that's good, that has good defenders, you will be good. You'll be a good defender too. And on the Olympics, he had good defenders. Yeah, on the Olympics, he had good defenders. And when they won the championship in 2020, he had good defenders.
Defenders.
Yeah, Anthony Davis, Alex Caruso, KCP, like those guys were good defensively. And he looked good defensively as well because you didn't have to do as much. But right now, D'Lo and Austin Reeves and all those other clowns,
it doesn't help. And to be fair, I think there was a time in his career where he could be able to do so. He's out of that space.
So even if the Lakers, they're not gonna make any moves, so they're not gonna get any better.
No, they're not. They're not. And even if they did, I know who he like. You can tell a part. Like I know it didn't take Drew Holiday and Derek White getting on the Celtics for me to be able to see that Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown are excellent perimeter defenders. And
Right.
even in Tatum's case, being versatile defensively, it didn't take them coming for me to see that, because I saw that even when he was playing alongside Kemba Walker and Kyrie Irving, right?
Yeah, he was good. He was a good defender. Yep.
Yeah. Or you see a player like Devin Booker. I didn't need to see Mikal Bridges and DeAndre Ayton being there. I saw him putting in the effort defensively before Chris Paul even got there.
But also, you got to
Right.
consider LeBron's age, though.
No. I consider, like, see, that's the part. Bro, I understand he's old. I just can't use that as an excuse for I have to say his game is what it is. I can add the context.
People try to make it seem like he's a trash defender, but in the Denver Nuggets series, we saw moments of him being good defensively.
Yeah, but he can't do it consistently.
He can't do it consistently because of the age.
No, but I'm saying just because I can contextualize that you're older, so naturally you're not going to have the same consistency as you once had, doesn't mean the original statement isn't true. You're lesser than. You can't do what you consistently used to do, right? So defensively, he's not consistent, and even on the offensive end, he's lost a step. He's lost a step to the point of where he's over reliant at times on his jump shot.
Last season he took only 5. The season before he took a I know the season before he took a lot. Yeah, probably like 8. I was about to say 11, but that's Steph Curry territory.
Yeah, but 2022 he took 8. Last year, the year that they went to the Western Conference Finals, he took 7, and this year he took 5.
Took 5.
But when they got to the playoffs, it jumped up to 6.
Which year? This year or last year?
2023 and last. This year, I think it was like 5.4. 5.4.
When they lost in the first round.
Yeah. And then last year, I know for a fact it was at 6, like damn near 7. Okay.
Yeah, he began.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I can't consider him a superstar when, like, what makes him at his core, like with his play style.
So let me
dominant. He can't.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Okay.
Once a player gets to superstar status, can they get to a point where they lose that superstar status?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, so you believe so?
Yes.
Because others think that once you become a superstar, there's no way you can reverse that. I've heard a lot of people make statements like that.
Yeah, I can't. The reason why I can't
personally,
go with
I think like how you think, but listen to other people, say once you become a superstar, there's no way you can reverse that. So sometimes it gets because, for example, Kawhi Leonard, right? He was not right now. He's not, because he's been hurt, so we haven't really seen him. But 2019, 2020, 2021,
he was undoubtedly a superstar,
right?
Undoubtedly.
But right now, would you consider him a superstar?
No, I would not.
Okay, so okay, I get what you mean then.
Yeah,
so
my criteria for being a superstar is like, it's simple but it's strict. Like you have to play at an MVP caliber level during the regular season.
Hold on, Captain. 1 second. 1 second. Bro, Damian Lillard at no point in his career was a superstar. So stop it, bro.
He was not a superstar.
Stop
the closest case you could make to him being a superstar was like the 2019-2020 season, because he was going ballistic. But even still, I don't even think he was really an MVP.
He lost in the first round.
MVP caliber. I don't think he was an MVP caliber player.
Right.
I just think he was having an amazing offensive season.
Right. So stop capping, Tuna Sports. But yeah, Casual, go ahead with your criteria.
Oh no, just maintaining playing at an MVP level during the regular season.
Wait, MVP level? So if somebody's like top 10 in MVP votes, like let's say they finish 9th, and they go into are they still super? Oh, he went on mute. He went on mute. But Tune in Sports, Damian Lillard is not a superstar. So let's get that out the way.
No, he
And
is
I,
not.
oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, you
Because
playing
I
at
was
an
about to ask
MVP,
you a question, but I forgot.
playing at an MVP level during the regular season, and then in the postseason translating it to deep postseason runs on a consistent basis. So like the likes of Giannis, likes of Jokic, Luka Doncic, Joel Embiid, Shea, like those type of caliber players
I
are
have an issue with
superstars
the Joel
to me.
Embiid. I have an issue with the
Why?
Joel Embiid because
Why? I know why, but why? Why, bro?
I mean, like people be telling me, man, he never got out the second round, and that's his dilemma. So he gotta, I think you got to get to the finals and perform at a superstar level in order for me to, consider you a superstar.
But
And
it's not like
he
he's
had.
not playing at a superstar level, though.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said it's not like he's not playing at a superstar level when he gets to the postseason, and he is making deep postseason runs. I guess deep postseason runs to some people means making it to the Eastern Conference Finals at least. Mine is routinely getting to the second round and making it like competitive. So like looking at, I'm not going to penalize Giannis for losing to the Celtics in 22. Right. And say he's not a superstar because that doesn't count as a deep postseason run. Like, no, you made it to the second round, but you went up against the best team or the second best team in the NBA.
Right.
Right. So I'm not going to penalize you for that. Same thing with Joel Embiid. In 23.
But hold on though.
Oh, go.
So 23, when Giannis went up against the Miami Heat and he lost, did you penalize him for it?
No, because he was hurt. He got hurt. So when you
okay.
Now Joel Embiid. Now to be fair, Joel Embiid gets hurt like rather routinely to where we can't fully understand. We can't fully see what a healthy Joel Embiid looks like in the postseason, like a full postseason run. But even with him getting hurt and he goes into the second round, he's still putting forth like elite effort on the offense and defensive end. He's still giving you elite rebounding ability. He's still giving you elite rim protection. And even on the scoring front, he has multiple years of where he's putting forth like elite numbers. Like in 21, even when they lost to Atlanta, we all understand that wasn't on Joel Embiid because Joel Embiid was going ballistic, giving you 20, I think it was like 29 and 10 on like 39% 3-point shooting. Like that's elite.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Crazy. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I'm not gonna so like even though I understand the penalty to him for not being healthy for like deep postseason run, I do understand when he gets into the postseason, even while being unhealthy, he's still like a top 5 player in that postseason run. Like even this season, him getting knocked out of the first round by New York with one leg and half a face, he gave us probably one of his best postseason performances we've ever seen from him on the offensive and defensive end. Mm-hmm. And would you dare say by the time we got to the end of the postseason, he still probably put a top 5 performance.
Yeah, he led the playoffs in scoring. I mean scoring average. Yeah.
So like that's what I mean when I say like he's that elite of where like even with him being unhealthy, he's still that fucking good.
Yeah, I get it, but I mean, then again, when the second round logic comes up, now, yeah, he has been hurt. I mean, even though sometimes he had opportunities that he didn't really close out. But yeah, I think the second round is the reason why I'm not gonna consider him a superstar. I mean, me personally, I really care about the finals and how you perform in the finals. So that's why I think that's one of my biggest.
So does your superstardom fluctuate? Is it like the final 2 teams that make it to the finals, they have a chance of taking the superstar title?
I mean, but then again, I said you got to be arguably in the top 5, conversations.
Okay.
So yeah, so for example, Chauncey Billups or Rip Hamilton, I can't consider them the superstars because they got to the finals and won a championship and played at a high level. They're not. Mm-hmm. They're not top 5 players. They're not considered top 5 players. So, yeah. And then somebody asked me, is Kyrie Irving a superstar? Because when he got to the finals in 2016, he balled out. But again, has Kyrie Irving ever been considered a top 5 player in the NBA? My answer is no.
Hell no.
No.
Heavens no.
Yeah, he's
no.
never been a top 5 player. So yeah, I think with my criteria, yeah, I mean, I have high standards for these players. So and I believe you gotta hold these players to high standards. And
you never answered the question.
What question?
So who's the superstar to you?
Who's a superstar to me? Jokic.
Okay.
Giannis.
Okay.
So like I said, I'll put KD, Steph, and LeBron in a different stratosphere.
Okay.
But Jokic, Giannis.
Yeah, I feel like with your criteria, your list has to be thin.
Yeah. And Kawhi Leonard has been hurt, but we all know when he's healthy and he's on the floor, you definitely have a chance to win. And when he gets to the finals, we all know he plays at a high level. We saw that against the Golden State Warriors. But
how much longer
you?
No, I was gonna ask you. So how much longer do we have until you let that go? Of like when healthy, I say hopefulness.
Oh, for Kawhi Leonard?
Yeah.
I mean, at first I used to think that, once you become a superstar, you can't lose that title. But I'm starting to rethink it over again. Because I just had a conversation with you, and so I'm starting to rethink it, whether guys can lose their superstardom. So I'll rethink it, and I maybe include Jayson Tatum as a superstar. Who knows? But you can't play this trash offensively and be considered a superstar, in my opinion, because it was trash. Yeah, you did rebound the basketball. Yeah, you did. You dimed a little bit, but come on, bro.
That's why I don't understand how. And I guess this sort of goes to you because you consider him a top 5 player. This is the reason why I can never
arguably.
Yeah, well, arguably. I don't understand how he can be arguably a top 5 player, because I'm looking at the way that we hold Giannis, Luka, Jokic, Embiid accountable for having to be constant or not constant but consistent with the way that they play, right? Luka just played out his mind offensively, and people were ready to kill him because of his defensive flaws. Now, we all knew going into the postseason.
Right.
But Jayson Tatum can afford to have lackadaisical moments on the playmaking end, defensively not have to be consistent, even though he played well defensively. But he doesn't have to do so because he has not 1, not 2, but 3 other perimeter defenders, along with a 7'3" rim protector behind him.
And a good post defender.
He does not have to. He can consistently just chuck up shots and it not matter, because the lead is so beyond reach, because he has not 1, not 2, not 3, not even 4, but 5 whole players that can be able to generate offense amongst each other without him even being included.
Exactly.
That's why I can't consider him a top 5 player. Not because he doesn't have the skill set to do so, not because I don't believe that he has the talent, but because he does not produce on a consistent basis. He has this game where he can perform as good as the best player in the world at the time. He did it against Giannis in 2022 in Game 6, right? He went blow for blow with him. But then he can have another.
That's the second best game I ever saw.
But then he can have another game of where he ends up performing at the same level of an all-star, but he still gets superstar credit.
Right.
And I will never understand how that happens. I will never understand how that works.
So yeah, let me ask you a question real quick. Do you how high do you value, first team All NBA? Like making the first team All NBA? Yeah.
Not much.
Not much. Okay.
Yeah, not
so
much.
that explains why then.
Yeah, accolades. I truly don't care about it, especially over the last few years. It's grown even more.
But you have to.
Me. Not really. Not saying that it doesn't matter at all, but it doesn't matter as much as it used to mean to me. because of like Joel Embiid won his MVP. We understand, to be honest, Giannis had the same argument, if not a better argument, because he was a better defender and he was more consistent on the floor with his offensive production, and he did this without Chris Middleton, whereas Joel Embiid had James Harden and Tyrese Maxey alongside him. And if that doesn't matter to you, and it's the winning argument, when Nikola Jokic is in the tougher Western Conference, and he was dominating on that end with the wins, and he was putting forth MVP caliber numbers. Right,
but
so
the Sixers had a
so
better record than the Nuggets.
No, and it's not to say that he didn't deserve the MVP. It's to say that there were there were other players that also were playing at MVP caliber level. So when I'm making my argument for where players rank all time for me, it starts to become more MVP caliber seasons or All NBA caliber seasons than the MVP itself.
Wait, what do you consider MVP caliber season? Because back in the 2020-2021 season, if I'm not mistaken, Julius Randle was top 10 in MVP.
That's not an MVP. He was not an MVP caliber. Like DeMar DeRozan getting MVP votes. I'm sorry, I don't give a shit.
So you know what I'm saying? MVP season?
I think when it comes to MVP, to what I would consider an MVP caliber season, it'd be a season where you were putting forth the production that rivals some of the best in the league at that time, while also putting your team in a position where they could be successful. So, like for instance, Kobe Bryant in 2005 was putting forth elite numbers, but it didn't result to much because they missed the playoffs, right?
Right.
I would still consider that a great season, but MVP caliber, I cannot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But a season like 06, the following year, where Kobe is still putting forth amazing numbers, and he gets his team to, I think, the 6th seed, and he has Smush Parker, Kwame Brown, Lamar Odom having some of the best seasons of their individual seasons of their career. That's an MVP caliber season because you were given the production and you also maximized the people around you.
Okay. Yeah, I think that 06 season he averaged like what 35 a game, and
30,
there was a 7th.
Yeah,
there was a 7th seed.
Mm-hmm.
You consider that MVP caliber still?
I would still consider that an MVP caliber season.
So because team success doesn't really. Yeah, go ahead.
No. Well, go ahead and finish because you're gonna ask the question I was gonna answer.
Yeah, so team success does not, equate to the MVP caliber seasons that you're talking about.
No, because I think we're, especially us talking basketball as much as we do, we can contextualize a team situation and how it could be at a detriment to a particular player's success, right? So Kobe playing so well that he gets them to the postseason, but then he goes up against a better team that even though he was up 3-1, it was primarily off of the back of himself, right?
Right.
We have to still give him his kudos for that season that he put forth. Now, when we get into like the actual nitty gritty of why the hell they lost, they blew a 3-1 lead. Trust me, I'm all down for that. But still, it was still an MVP caliber season because it's regular season primarily.
Okay, so Bradley Beal, the 2019-2020 and the 2020-2021 season.
No.
But he put up 30 though.
So
oh man. I guess then it becomes subjective for you then on what you consider MVP caliber and not MVP caliber. Because I would say that 2021 season.
It's subjective. No, I was gonna say it's subjective, but it also has to factor in some objective facts to back it. So, like for instance, my favorite player growing up was Russell Westbrook, and I would love to say 2015, not 2015. Was it 2015? 20.
When
I think
his
it was
prime started.
2013. No. It was 2013. I would love to say when they won 60 games.
Mhm.
And he elevated his play on the playmaking end. I would love to say that was an MVP caliber season, but it wasn't. It wasn't, because when you compare him to his counterparts, right? He just didn't. He did not match up well against them, especially like he still had some holes in his game that could be of detriment to his team at times.
Right. All right. Shoot. Yeah,
Jimmy Butler, a superstar, is crazy. Jimmy Butler, a superstar, is nuts, y'all. Come on,
Yeah, so in sports, you know what he doing.
Yeah,
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash. I think Steve Nash is an interesting one. I would probably say yes.
Mhm.
I'll probably say yes.
He was leading elite offenses in NBA history.
Yes.
So
yes,
MVP.
I would say yes, but he will sure be on the back end.
My fault.
No. Go ahead.
Nah, you finish.
No. I would say yes. I would say yes. He was a superstar, but I would say he would for sure be a closer fringe superstar than an actual superstar. Like I would give him the nod to being a superstar, but it wouldn't be like full on. Like I'm 100% on it.
Yeah. I mean, for my criteria, I mean, the NBA Finals is really huge, and he never got to the final, so we never saw him on that stage. So I would say he's a fringe, bottom line superstar, somebody who's knocking at the door, but he's never gonna get in that room.
Was Tracy McGrady a superstar to you?
No.
Carmelo Anthony?
No.
All right, nice. Okay.
I'm not the huge.
Was Allen Iverson a superstar to you?
I mean, off the court.
No, fuck off the court, because you ain't say nothing but off the court.
Nah, but to be honest with you, I mean, off the court stuff can make you somewhat of a superstar, because, like, for example, if you make the cover of 2K, like in other countries, like people are gonna know you, not because of your basketball game, but because you were the cover on 2K. But I mean, Allen Iverson got to the finals, and I mean, his percentages, I mean, it didn't look great, but I mean, he still put up 35 a game. Me personally, I'm not gonna call him a superstar, but off the court, yeah, he was a superstar. I mean, come on, he changed the culture. Come on, bro.
Nah, I'm not gonna say it. He's a superstar. He's a superstar to me.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's a superstar. He was a superstar. He gave me MVP caliber seasons for, like, I want to say probably about 3. The rest of them,
other than 2001, what other seasons were
2000, 2002, and 2003. Every other season after that is debatable, because I actually feel like he underperformed.
Underperformed?
Like, not underperformed.
I mean, the teams that
the teams underperformed, and it was primarily due to him falling back into his old ways, which was being over reliant on him just shooting the ball rather than creating for others on a consistent basis. And actually, now that I think about it, I might say it's really just 2001,
right,
and 2002.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Yeah, it might just be 2001 and 2002, because I still think 2003 he was of detriment. But I could give him a pass, because, like, by the time we get to 03, that unit just looked drastically different. Like, it was no longer Dikembe Mutombo there. It wasn't even what's the guy's name that ended up He ended up second against Dikembe Mutombo for 6th Man of the Year.
Aaron McKee.
Aaron McKee. It wasn't even an Aaron McKee there anymore.
Yeah, shout out to Aaron McKee. He was a head coach for the college.
McKee? I don't think it was Aaron McKee.
Todd McCullough, because Todd McCullough was on that team in 01, but he went to New Jersey.
No. They traded Dikembe Mutombo they traded him for Dikembe Mutombo.
It's been a minute, so wait, hold on.
I believe it was, if I'm correct, check, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was what's my dog's name? I believe it was fucking Rashawn McLeod or Rashawn McLeod. What?
It probably was him. It probably was him.
Was it him?
Yeah, it probably was him. It was him. Yep.
Was it him?
Yeah, it was him. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the name sounded familiar to me.
Yeah, but fuck, that took a long time. But long story short, they what they were able to achieve with Dikembe Mutombo, having Theo Ratliff, having George Lynch there,
Matt Geiger.
Matt Geiger. Vernon Maxwell was there as well. Shout out to Vernon Maxwell. That was towards the back end, and Tony Kukoc.
Right.
But by the time we get to 03, most of those people are gone, and it's really just it's Allen Iverson and like
I think Snow was on
a
the
lesser
team.
counterpart. Eric Snow was still on there, but he was a lesser piece by that point.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was still playing heavy minutes, but like if your floor spacing isn't there, and then playmaking wise, you can't move like you used to, because he was not moving the same way he was in 01.
Right.
Like I'll probably say I'll probably say when it comes to Philly, his Philly years, it was like only 01 and 02.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really second guessing 02. I'm second guessing 02 as well. Fuck, how many superstar seasons would I say he had?
Superstar seasons? So
not superstar season, MVP caliber seasons. Yeah, MVP caliber seasons. What I say he had. 01 is undoubtedly.
I mean, he led the league in scoring like what, 4 times? But I mean, some of those years he was super inefficient. I don't know how you take, scoring efficiency. I don't know how.
I take it very heavily. You will not catch me. Yeah, no. The reason, the difference that I think 01 had was his playmaking.
Mm-hmm.
That 02. Yeah, I'm accepting 02. I'm accepting 02.
01 and 02. Okay.
His playmaking was still serviceable. But by the time we get to 03, your efficiency is mid, and you're even with you putting up the same like assist that you did like probably like the year prior, you're turning over the ball more, and you're not as you're as lackadaisical on defense.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm sure.
He was never. I mean, he's super undersized, so his only value defensively was for him to play in the passing lanes.
Yes.
Right. That's his only value defensively.
Once you stop with the consistency of being in the passing lane, are you still holding that same value any longer? If you're not as consistent with just doing that one thing,
playing in the passing lanes itself, I mean, gambling itself is not good defensively, in my opinion.
Really, I think it is, because we see a bunch of players today be effective defensively primarily just because they just have a knack for being in the passing lanes. Like a player like Russell Westbrook was able to like be serviceable defensively because he was just getting primarily in the passing lane so that he could push the fast break. Steph Curry. Yeah, Steph even became serviceable.
Yeah, sometimes Ben Simmons, even though he's 6'10", sometimes he was in the passing lanes. OG Anunoby as well. OG.
Yeah, so like Dante DiVincenzo does that very well. So like, I think you playing in the passing lane makes you especially if you can do it with a level of consistency that
Mhm.
is impactful, like Allen Iverson did in 01 and even 02.
Yeah, I
I
think he
give
led
him
the
I can
league in
give him a
steals
pass.
like 3 times.
Yeah, I can give him the pass for 02, but by the time we get to 03, damn, bro.
Yeah, that team was completely different.
That team was, they didn't do him no favors.
Yeah,
I will definitely
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, the Sixers, yeah, they have a habit of doing that. They
Yeah.
did the same shit with Chuck. I mean, Charles
Mhm.
Barkley, because
Mhm.
AI is also Chuck. I had a
Yeah,
question
but they
as
call
well,
him Chuck for a different reason. They call him Chuck for a different reason, though.
Man.
But no.
So was 2000 considered MVP caliber? I mean,
Yeah. Arguably. I would say arguably.
arguably, yeah, he finished 7th. I mean, it's a voting process, so I don't know how high you take,
No. When I say MVP caliber, I don't truly care about where
care
they,
about the voting
but
system.
like,
Okay,
yeah, I don't care about the
gotcha.
voting system. Yeah, I don't
Okay,
care about the
okay.
voting system. But I would say it's arguable in 2000, 99, 2000, because I think scoring wise, he was actually very good, but his
Mhm.
playmaking hadn't fully developed yet.
Do you consider other,
I won't say was it playmaking? Yeah, it was playmaking. It was playmaking. His passing skills has always been there, but his willing
playmaking?
to allow his teammates to take advantage of what he's creating. He wasn't doing that often.
I mean, AI had this attitude where if you couldn't score the basketball, he's not passing it to you.
Yeah, and in some some years, like 2001, that's
Mhm.
fine. That's fine. I'll accept that. But from and even 03, I can see where it's coming from to the degree of where the talent was not good enough. But part of the reason why the talent wasn't good enough is because you weren't allowing them to benefit off of your creation nearly enough to
But most of
justify,
those guys were not good offensively, though.
No,
It was
but
mainly
if
yeah.
those oh go ahead. Go finish.
Now I was saying it was mainly a defensive. It was a defensive unit, so most of those guys were not that great offensively. And like I said, if you didn't know how to score the basketball, he's not passing to. Even J.R. Smith even said that. If you can't score the basketball, he don't want you holding the ball too long. So I think that, which is a bad habit, right? It definitely is a bad habit. I'm not defending it, but I think it's because of those guys was not good. That's why he wasn't passing them the ball.
That's fine, but like, how much do we penalize him for giving? How much do we penalize him for not allowing them the chance to show that they could be able to produce something?
I mean, let's be real. Do star caliber players really want to see other guys, try to take the shine and over, what I'm basically saying is, do other guys like star players, do they really want their other players to, get all the credit?
In some senses, yeah. Like even Kobe got to a point of where he assumed,
After
damn,
he
nah,
lost.
that was gonna be a crazy. That was gonna be a crazy guy. No, but Kobe got to a point of where he grew content with the idea of allowing his teammates to benefit off of his creation.
Right.
LeBron always had that. That's what made him
right.
special.
Right.
Jordan,
nah.
shit, even Jordan did as well. He even grew comfortable with the idea of allowing his teammates to benefit off of his creation. Is nowhere near the level of some of the greatest playmakers we've ever seen, but it's still like he still got to like a level of dominance playmaking wise to where, like, paired with his scoring prowess, made him virtually unguardable.
Yeah, that's true. I just wanted to ask you this question. I mean, the Jimmy Butler thing. I mean, he's never had any MVP has he ever had any MVP caliber seasons in your opinion?
No.
Okay, so yeah, he can't be a superstar.
No.
Yeah, my next question is, can a second option, in your opinion, be a superstar or be considered a superstar?
Yes, but it's very rare. Like
Okay.
it has to be a situation of
On a super
like
team?
no, not even a super team, but it has to be a situation of like Westbrook and KD. In KD, I viewed them both as superstars at one point. In 20, I think it was 2016, I viewed them both as superstars at one point. They just happened to play on the same team.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have your Steph and KDs, you have your D Wades and LeBron. I think at one point, I mean Harden, KD.
Oh, you think Harden
Um,
was a superstar?
yes,
Okay.
I think Harden
Yeah,
was a
according to your
superstar.
criteria. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, casual, you gotta hold these guys to high standards, man. You gotta, else
I do. Oh, trust
other
me, I
guys are
do.
gonna
Bro.
other
Man,
guys
that's
are
why
gonna
I'm
be
doing.
superstars that you don't. Because I mean, I don't think Devin Booker is a superstar, but he's had
I don't either.
but he's had some MVP caliber seasons,
I
right? He
don't
got to
believe
the
he
finals.
has.
Wait, what?
I don't think Devin Booker's had any MVP caliber seasons.
2021, 2022 was not MVP caliber.
No. Because because I don't think he was he was not the what what no, not making me the D-Book hater. That's my guy. But no, he was the playmaker. He was not the playmaker that he ended up being the next year.
But
I
Chris
would
Paul was on
argue.
the team. Chris Paul was on the team, so he didn't really have to play make as much.
Okay, so then by the time we get to 2023, is that an MVP caliber season then?
Now I said 2021, 2022.
No, but why? But why stop there? Because he got even better the next year.
Do you think so? Because he missed a lot of games that year.
Okay, what about this year?
Did he play? Yeah.
He played the same amount he played in 21, 22.
Yeah, that's MVP caliber. Yeah.
Damn, that's nah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't jack that. Yeah, I just can't jack that. And I think for the record, I think Devin Booker is like a top 10 player.
Yeah.
Top 10 caliber player.
Top 10 caliber.
But I don't. Yeah, but I don't think I can't give him any MVP caliber seasons. One, because the people his contemporaries was Giannis, Jokic, Embiid.
But those guys
And
were
the
in their prime.
standards.
Those guys were in their prime, though.
But I'm saying the standards that they set, the standards the standard that they were setting, Devin Booker wasn't anywhere near producing. Same thing with a player, and it's not just him that I'm holding to that standard. Tatum, the same year that you're referring to in 22, Tatum, I think had averaged like 30 a game.
Right.
And he was shooting like 36% from three. It was like a career high, I believe. No, it's not a career high because I think he shot like 41 years.
I think the next year, that's when he averaged 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Tatum was all defense. He was all NBA.
He's never been all defense.
I could have sworn he was all defense.
Was he?
If I'm wrong, he was playing all defensive caliber.
Yeah, if you say that, yeah, cool. But he's never made the all defense.
Okay. If he, that's fine. He was playing all defense caliber. He was playing all defense caliber. He was all NBA caliber. But because of the standard that Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid were setting up, it was impossible for him to reach those heights. And even now that I think about it, it's not just what the standard that they were setting. Think about the standards that have just been set for MVPs. The standards that's been set for MVPs, like routinely, has always been your production being one, consistent, right? Two, being as well-rounded as anybody in the league can provide.
Right.
and two, it's showing in the team's production, one way or the other. Like obviously, you have your anomalies, like the Russell Westbrook season or the Jokic season, but typically you'll see it pop out on the team's production overall.
Yeah.
Tell me you could say that for Devin Booker with having, I think in 22, I think Mikal Bridges was all D. I think he was DPOY caliber.
Right.
You had
Yeah, I think he finished third. No, I don't. Yeah. Bro, on this channel, DeAndre Ayton does not exist.
Okay. All right. But you had CP3. Right,
Chris Paul.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And this is before his birthday came across. So he was still playing very, very well in the regular season, right? So like you tell me that the Suns like production was primarily because of Devin Booker. Now drop it.
Wait, ask that again.
Tell me that the Sun with having the pieces that Devin Booker had around him in 22. Remember who Devin Booker was in 22. And tell me that the Suns production overall during that season was primarily because of Devin Booker.
Oh no, it wasn't, but I think he definitely contributed to it, especially offensively.
Oh, he did. For sure.
Yeah, offensively, yeah, I think he averaged like 20, 26, 27 a game. Mm-hmm. Right. He impacted that team offensively. Now with the playmaking aspect. Yeah, the playmaking aspect, just like I said, I mean, if you have Chris Paul on the team, I mean, if you're not James Harden, if you have Chris Paul on the team, most of the time, you leave that duties for him, then you focus on other things, like scoring, playing defense, that kind of thing. And I think Devin Booker did that. And I think he finished fourth on the MVP ladder. Now, you said you don't really hold it to high regard. So I can't really, fault you for that. But I mean, me personally, I'll consider that an MVP type season because they were the first seed, top 5 in offense. He definitely had a lot to do with it. They were one of the best 3-point shooting teams in terms of the volume percentages, right? And offensive rating, there was definitely up there. So yeah, I'll definitely consider it I'll consider an MVP caliber season.
This is my question to you after this. Oh, go ahead and finish that. Then I got a question for you after this.
Yeah, but I would say that other guys did more, so they kind of like overshadowed what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, so the year, let's rewind a year before that. Was Donovan Mitchell an MVP was that an MVP caliber season for him?
Yeah, I believe so. Yep.
Really?
Yep. Yeah. He had the Utah Jazz. That's the first seed. Was putting up 26, 27 a game. They were one of the best offensive teams. They shot a lot of threes, and he was a huge reason for that. Now, we know if you're playing in Utah, you're not really going to get the recognition that you deserve. So, but I mean, yeah, definitely. But I mean, I get where you're going because he's not really that great of a playmaker, and defensively, he's trash defensively. So I can see why you would not consider that MVP caliber. But, offensively for what he does, I mean, he's also undersized as well. So I think we got to judge him, his ability to play in the passing lanes.
See, I don't know, but I don't do that when it comes to like play. Even if you're undersized, like Trae Young. Trae Young is 6 foot, not even 6 foot. He probably like
5'11".
Yeah, he probably like 5'11", right? I'm not expecting him to be great defensively, but I'm still gonna call a spade a spade. You trash defensively. Right, right, and then especially comparing him to his counterparts, it's like, yeah, you trash defensively. So I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? And so that like
his counterparts are trash defensively. I mean, John Morant's not that good. De'Aaron Fox, De'Aaron Fox is a good defender.
De'Aaron Fox is a good defender.
Yeah, he's
John Morant, and even with John Morant, he's lackadaisical defensively, but he's definitely a better defender than Trae. Just simply off of the fact that his reactiveness is just better. It's just better, especially because of his athleticism.
Right, that plays a huge factor. And Trae Young is not the most athletic. He's not athletic whatsoever. I don't think he can even dunk a basketball. So
You know what I'm saying? So like it's
yeah.
like if you're a bad defender, you're just a bad defender. Like Devin Booker, I think 22. I think Devin Booker he wasn't as bad of a defender as people made him out to be. He wasn't the defender that he was the next year, and he wasn't the playmaker that he was the next year. Actually, I would say the same thing you said for Donovan Mitchell in 21 about how you can understand why I don't view that as an MVP caliber season. That's why Devin Booker wasn't, because Devin Booker was sort of in that same ilk.
Because of the defense?
Because of his playmaking and his defense not being where it needed to be.
But I can also flip that logic against you and say that Joel Embiid in 2021, he's not the defender he was in 2021. That's not the same defender he was when he won the MVP 2020. Yeah, he wasn't the same defender. He wasn't the same defender. So would you still consider that MVP caliber?
Would I consider that season MVP caliber? No.
Yeah.
But I don't think he hit his prime until the 21-22 season.
Wait,
the year where Ben Simmons sat out.
I thought the season before, that's when he entered his prime.
2020-21?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that, but I feel like 22, I think he became a better rim protector. And offensively, I just felt like he started to flourish a little more in that Doc Rivers system. Especially when Ben Simmons got out. Maybe that's it. I think when Ben Simmons got off the court and Doc Rivers ran the offense with Tyrese Maxey doing the pick and roll with Joel Embiid, he looked more fluid because essentially he was just getting the ball and looking to score primarily versus what was the head coach prior to Doc Rivers getting there?
Brett Brown.
Brett Brown essentially had Joel Embiid playing like a Hakeem role where he's getting the ball in the high post, backing down, and he's expecting him as soon as he sees the double team to kick it out. And that even translated to when Doc Rivers got there in 2020.
2020. Yep.
Yeah, 2020. And even with that, Ben Simmons would run the pick and roll because Doc Rivers is a pick and roll heavy head coach. And he would run the pick and roll, drop it to Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid would immediately get into a post up. He'd immediately get into a post up. And and it wasn't until this 21-22 season where he started to face up more. So I'll give you 21. I'll give you 21.
Yeah, I think that's when his prime started. Yeah.
I'll give you 21. I don't mind that.
Right.
Especially with how he went to the postseason. I would say his prime truly started come postseason time, but I'll give you that entire season. I just feel like from the point of the postseason where I think he was dominating. He dominated Atlanta. Even though they lost, he dominated Atlanta and he beat Washington. Like he beat the brakes off of Washington, except for that game. I think it was game 4, where I think he only played like 10 minutes.
He missed the game in that. Did he miss the game? Yeah. Because I think that series, Tobias Harris was the best player. But yeah, I mean,
don't say that too loud. Don't say that too loud.
I mean, 25 and 10, and Embiid missed one game, so.
Yeah, don't say that too loud though. You know how the Philly fans feel about Tobias, man.
Oh yeah. They be but I mean, I'll say Embiid. Yeah, his prime. I mean, I saw glimpses of it in the bubble because that season, 2019-2020 season, he averaged 23 points per game, and then in the playoffs, even though they got swept, he put up 30. So I was like, oh damn.
Oh yeah, he was killing Boston.
Right. But I mean, Boston was just a better team. So the Sixers ended up losing to them. So I think that performance kind of like gave me glimpses. And then in the next season, he took it to a whole nother level. So that's why I say his prime started in 2021, the 2020-21 season.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. So I mean, you don't consider Jayson Tatum a superstar, right? I want to make sure we get that out there.
No. I do not consider him a well, do I consider him? Yes, I do consider him a superstar. I don't consider him a top 5 player.
Oh, so you can have a top 5. So wait, you can have a superstar who's not a top 5 player.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We agree on that. We agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see him go off in the finals, and he hasn't shown us that. In 22, we all know what he was with the turnovers, his ability to score. It was just mediocre. And I mean, we saw Steph Curry. I mean, Steph Curry really against that Boston defense, that same defense that really stifled Kevin Durant. We saw Steph Curry. He tore that defense apart. I mean, I don't know what Ime Udoka was thinking, playing drop coverage on the greatest shooter of all time. That was probably I don't know what came over him to play that coverage.
They ain't had a personnel at the time that they had.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
They ain't had a personnel they had.
Derek
White became a better defender the next year.
Marcus Smart was on that team.
Marcus Smart didn't deserve that DPOY, bro. How many times I gotta tell you that, bro? Damn, bro, they didn't deserve that. They didn't deserve that shit, bro. I hated that for him too, because he was really hooping. But nah, he didn't deserve that shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he had an argument, but yeah, I don't think he deserved it. But I mean, would you rather see him get it or Rudy Gobert? I don't think Rudy Gobert was
Drew. It was Drew, Mikal Bridges, or him.
Oh, Drew was in the running.
It was Drew, Mikal Bridges, or him. It was going to go to somebody outside of the outside of like your typical big.
Right, a perimeter defender. Yeah. I think Matisse Thybulle was in that running.
Was he?
I could be wrong, but I know it's Mikal. I know it's Marcus Smart. The last person, I don't know.
I think it was Drew, bro. It was Drew. Cause I remember the conversation around it was Marcus Smart a better defender than Drew? Because everybody was like, Marcus Smart is getting like they questioned if Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is in the lead to get DPOY. Is he even a better defender than Drew? Because remember we had like I think it was like a top 5 defense, or maybe third.
Yeah, it was up
probably
there.
Third. Yeah. We was cooking now. All right, we was cooking.
Oh yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. I'm not even gonna cap, but yeah, Mikal, Marcus Smart, Rudy Gobert.
Wait, what season were we talking about again?
The 21-22 season.
Yeah. It was.
Now Rudy Gobert was the third. So Drew Holiday was 8th.
What?
That's crazy.
Hell no. All right, bro. All right, man. All right, bro.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I mean, I can see why you don't really value the voting system that much.
No. Come on now.
Come on, yeah, but Kaz, I got to close out. I don't know if you got any final thoughts.
Man, hey, anybody that has not subscribed, please make sure to go and subscribe to my boy Andre DFJ Hoops. Talk real hoops over here. Talk real, and when Thomas comes, we get into the narratives. But for the most part, we talk hoops.
Damn.
Tap
Thomas.
in.
Yeah, I have an episode tomorrow. We're gonna talk Steph Curry, Magic Johnson. I'm gonna settle that debate right there. I mean, I have Magic over Steph Curry, but I believe Steph Curry is a better player than him, and that's what Thomas disagrees with. So
I'm a referee. I'm a referee. Yeah, I'm a referee.
Well, you got Magic. Wait, first of all, do you have Steph Curry in the top 10?
Yes, he like 9. Yeah, he like 9.
So what's your top 10? Let me hear it before we get out of here.
LeBron, Jordan, Tim Duncan, Kareem, Kobe. That's my 5. Hold on. Let me restart it in case you try to make it short. We're gonna be nasty. LeBron, MJ, Duncan, Kareem, Kobe, Hakeem, Shaq, Magic, Curry, Bill Russell.
Wow. So the Stilt is not in your top 10?
He 11, but I go back and forth with him. I don't, and I his stats is as dominant as it is. I factor in also like how about like the as far as like how big of a detriment were you to your team. So like players like him and Hakeem, they get taxed for being a detriment to their unit.
Okay.
And even with Wilt, I give him leeway because I understand the time that he was in it sort of formed the attitude that he had. But that being said, though, like it wasn't like that player in Boston didn't also deal with those same struggles, and he wasn't nearly as much of a detriment
Wait, when you say detriment, what do you mean, to the team or
to the team. Like they even the year that like some people like to say that Wilt led the league in assists. He led the league in total assists, and I
total
don't even
assist?
know if that's true.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And well, because I think Oscar Robinson, I don't know.
So they
But
changed it that season because for the most part they were
Mhm.
using totals as
Mhm.
the league leader. But after he did it, they was like, nah, fuck that. We gonna use averages. I
And
think
even
Go James was
oh,
the
go
one that
ahead.
said that. So if I'm lying, then he's lying too.
Look, and I'll definitely if I find out he lying, I definitely make another video about him. Anyway, when it comes to Wilt, like offensively, I think he did not maximize himself or his teammates as much as he could have because of his unwillingness to be more of a passer out of the post. There's multiple articles that come out about how Wilt was not willing to pass them the ball.
Right.
Even in the season where I think he averaged like damn near 9 assists a game, they were still complaining on a consistent basis about how he would look past them, just so that he could be able to shoot over like 2 or 3 defenders. And when you factor that in with the fact that he didn't start getting his act right until like 67,
Right.
that's like damn near a full decade that you wasted being mad at everybody except for yourself. And especially when you hear the stories about how he was requesting for head coaches to be fired before they even came in. It just because it becomes so damning to the point of where you have to acknowledge that Wilt was just for the most of his career, not all of his career, but for the most of his career, he was just like too big of a detriment to his team for his own good. And then with Hakeem, you could say the same for Hakeem. It's just it wasn't for as long of a period of time as Wilt. Like Wilt was big headed from 59 all the way to like 66. That's like damn near a decade of just like fuck y'all, I'm doing what I want.
Yeah, I'll say that he was complacent during those stretches. He was complacent. He didn't really believe in his teammates as much. So
Mhm.
to your point, he didn't really utilize them. I mean, he averaged 50 and averaged like 2-3 assists. And I think they were, even though he averaged 50, I don't think they were a very good team offensively.
They
I
weren't.
could
They were
be
like I think they were like second to last. Like second to last.
second to
And
last.
they're like second
Wow.
to last in offensive in offensive rating for that time period. Like that's adjusted offensive rating.
Adjusted.
But
Okay. Yeah, so I get what you mean, but I mean these are guys I have in my top 10.
okay.
I mean Wilt and Hakeem, I have them in my top 10. I know people don't believe what I say that, but yeah, I have those two guys in my top 10.
Wood and who?
Hakeem, because you
I know Hakeem should be in your 10. Wood
mhm.
shouldn't be that far out of the 10. So yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I mean we'll talk about that some other time, man.
Yeah.
But hey, Casual, I appreciate
Nah,
you.
you're
I
good.
appreciate you for stopping by.
For sure, brother.
Yeah, I enjoyed that interview you did with Dart. It
Hey,
was a
I
very good
appreciate it.
interview.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
I'm
check
I'm
it out.
finishing editing it so I can post it on my personal channel, and then from there we'll see who else we can be able to interview. We might have to interview Mr. DFJ himself, bro. I have to do that.
Hey, I'd be honored, bro. I'll be honored. But yeah, let the chat know where they can find you at.
You can find me at Casual Connection on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You can also find me on Vanity Sports Debates. We go live every Sunday, basketball and football, Backyard Blitz, and the Hoops podcast. And yeah, you can just come check us out and let us know what you think.
Yes, sir. Y'all heard it. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I don't think Jayson Tatum is a superstar. I gave my reasons. Yeah, I got to reiterate it again. So yeah, I don't think he's a superstar, but I mean, he definitely has a chance to get that. For me to call him a superstar, he definitely has a chance.
Yeah.
I just want to see him produce in the finals. That's it. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.